Racing through the ice and wood where William and I oft fetch and play out of breath. Mother, please don't stand in the way. Help these cottons from my frame, so red and frail am I could sway to my death. Tell not for nor lie, speak to me, O murdered child. Troubles in your eye, speak to me, O murdered child. You bite the hand that feeds and crows, sit down here naked in the snow. Tell not for nor lie, speak to me, O murdered child. Mother, I must go to my bed. Remove your windy barn door hands, these stains are of a hair that I've bled on my sword.
All right. Hello, guys. Already with the hydrate, huh? That was fat. We just got here, dude. Well, technically, I mean, like, we've been here for a little bit, but we just got here. All right, hold on. Let me bring everything up. Boop. Ba-doop. There we go. Hello, Nebula. How are you? Look, I'm not streaming at like 1 in the morning for you. Isn't that exciting? All right, we are hydrated. Okay, make sure all that's going. Looks like we are good. All right. Should just be a nice, simple one today. I think we're just gonna start working on this commission. I mean, I already started on it, but we're just gonna keep chipping away at it. I have no idea what I'm gonna do for the background. So, if your daughter has any ideas for what she wants for the background, I will not be upset if she comes up with something. Prime time to watch, though. Best time to throw me on the floor, right? Alright, and then I forgot to pull up a reference for the mask. Let me see. Pull it up right here. Let's see. Probably would help if I looked up Violet, because it's just showing me like a bunch of masks that you can actually buy. That's probably not very helpful. Oh, come on! Alright, hold on. Let me pull up those references before I forget. Okay, alright, let me go throw myself on the floor. I was trying to pull up a reference real quick before I forgot. I said I was gonna stream. I meant to leave like a little bit earlier, but I really wanted to rage about the freaking Final Fantasy stuff, because that was ridiculous, dude. If you guys weren't there, they had Summer Games Fest, which is like this big thing for video games, right? And we always get really excited to see new stuff every year. And I don't know why they suck with the endings. I don't think we've ever had a single good ending, dude. Not one time for Summer Games Fest have we ever had like a perfect good ending. They end on something overhyped, or it'll be something like Final Fantasy or Call of Duty. It's like, I don't care about that stuff, dude. Show me something new. We had like, what, 4 trailers for the same Final Fantasy game? How many times can you remake Final Fantasy VII? It's been like 20 times. There's no way it was that good that it warrants 20 remakes. It's ridiculous. I forgot to say I was on the floor. I'm assuming you already know that, because my mic probably sounds like garbage. But, like, dude, it's the same game. It's the same character. Give me something new. At this point, announce a new Final Fantasy, maybe. That'd be exciting. Give me new things. I'm so over the remakes. Like, remakes can't be good. There it is. I'm excited for the Assassin's Creed remake. But Final Fantasy? Again? Like, come on, dude. Oh my goodness. Okay. Alright, we have hydrated and we redeemed floor time. I can't believe you're already hitting me with this. We've only been streaming for like 10 minutes. I saw like all the ending ones because I left about when they started doing Day of the Devs. So I did see all of the Final Fantasy trailers that they had. Oh, and stretch 2? Alright. Thank you. I was feeling really tense after watching all those video games. I'm excited though. I didn't know Stellar Blade was already like that close to finishing where they're doing those announcements and stuff. Alright, let's see. I'm trying to think how I'm gonna do her mask because it's gonna sit kind of like this. I'm really surprised she didn't want Violet in the super suit. Final Fantasy trailers 5 through 12. Hell yeah. It's ridiculous. I swear they've done this like over and over again. I know there's been other Summer Games Fests where they also end with Final Fantasy VII. They've done it before. I know they have. I don't know which year, but I know they've done it. Like, come on, man. At least when they did that, what was it? Like High Guard or whatever? Well, not High Guard. What was the, that random new game that, like, turned into this whole mess? I forgot what it was. It was, like, some game no one had heard of. It was backed by, like, this big company. It was this... Oh, it was High Guard? It's like, oh my goodness. At least that was something new, you know? Just give me new things. I'm so over Final Fantasy. Like, I don't know. I've tried. I'm not going to keep dogging on it because I know a lot of people like Final Fantasy. I have tried so many times to get into it and I just can't. I just can't get into it. I think it's overhyped. It's one of those games, man. It's just never got my interest. Pretty sure what was possibly Project Witches all along is still in early development. Oh, heck yeah. I'm so excited for that witch game coming out, 1666. That looks so good. I'm really excited to see what kind of stuff they put in there. Like, that'll be... It looks really cool. I'm really excited, especially since it's got, like, some of the Assassin's Creed team behind it. Because I love Assassin's Creed. Hate the story, but I love Assassin's Creed. To be fair, I liked the story of, like, the first one. I liked the Ezio trilogy. I like the actual assassin stuff. I hate the actual story around it, if that makes sense. I don't care about all the modern people and their weird espionage. I don't care. Let me play as a cool assassin. Thank you very much. It does. Like, it absolutely stole the show. Okay, there we go. I was trying to move around my mic and it got a little noisy. I'm so excited. It looks so cool. I totally forgot about Sea of Remnants too. Someone had recommended it to me. And I meant to save it because I thought it was on my wish list and I totally forgot. So I'm really glad that it popped up. Because that one looks so cool, like the visuals and stuff. And I'm always up for new pirate stuff. I need to get into, what is it, Windrose? Everyone keeps recommending that one to me. So I need to get in there. I don't know when that's going to happen, though, because I just started... This is going to sound dumb. I just started Destiny 2. I know the game is shutting down. I just started Destiny 2, and that one's been a ton of fun. Yeah, see, Ulverin likes Windrose, too. He keeps saying that I need to play it, and I keep meaning to. But I was trying to get into Where the Winds Meet, and I just can't. Like, it's a fun game, but it's so, like, clustered, you know what I mean? There's too much going on. Every time I learn something, there's 20 new mechanics, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on. When you just close it to, like, you know, occasional fun mini games and the exploration and stuff, that's fun. I don't know why there needs to be 1,000 other things happening. It's too much. It's fun, but it is way too much. So I started getting into Destiny because I promised friends that I was going to get into it, and I want to be there for that last big update. And I am so mad that I never played Destiny. I cannot believe it's taken me this long because I really feel like I've missed out on a lot. 3 people, we have a full crew. Heck yeah. That's for Windrose, right? Because that one you could do multiplayer, I think, right? I need to get better. I'm trying to do more online games because I promised myself when I got a PC I was gonna do more online games with my friends, and I've just been so bad about it. You would think I would have played Windrose already. Like, I love pirates, and I love anything where there's any kind of character customizing. Like that. You've sold me already. But I don't know why. I just haven't opened it. It's just sitting there. All of you and me pirate adventures. Heck yeah. I can't wait to cause so much mayhem and absolute chaos. I will warn you, I'm a bit of a loot goblin. So if there's any chance for loot, I'm gone. You will never find me. Let's see. I think I'm going to push this one up just a little bit. Oh yeah, there's lots of loot. I am going to grab Black Flag. See, the funny thing is, like, I love Assassin's Creed, but I was playing through, like, I was playing through the Ezio trilogy. I played another one and I forgot which one, but my brother was playing Black Flag at the time, and he was like, oh yeah, you'll be able to play it. Don't worry, I'm going to let you borrow it. And then he traded it in for something else. We don't have it anymore. So I never got to play Black Flag. I still haven't to this day. I've watched it and I've like experienced stuff revolving around it, but I never got the chance to play it. Oh, heck yeah, I'll have to add you on Discord. Hang on, let me do that real quick before I forget. Boop, boop, boop. Because I promised Ulverin I was gonna play Windrose. And I keep telling him, oh yeah, I'm gonna do it. But now I'm really into Destiny, so it might be a little bit. You might have to give me a second. Okay, there we go. I sent it. My most hyped stuff was the Stellar Blade side story, Godzilla and Eve. I know! How did that happen? How did Sonic get that? That doesn't make any sense. I like blinked, and all of a sudden, I'm just like, what? Are you serious? The new Gundam game does look good too, though. See, I never got super into Gundam. Like, I can respect it, but I never got super into, like, the anime and all of that stuff. I've watched people do all the building, and I watched videos about it. I never got into it. It just wasn't my thing. But that game looks so cool, and I'm so excited. Like, I really want to try it. I know, the Virtua Fighter too, like... I never got into the fighting games, really. I kept trying, because my brother really liked Street Fighter. And then he got super into Virtua Fighter and, was it Ace something? And Fist of the North Star. He got super into all of those. But I suck at fighting games, so I just never played them. So I always would, like, watch him play instead. But that new Virtua Fighter looks cool. Like, if they're gonna do some kind of story mode, I might have to get into that. Let's see, I don't know if I like that shape for the mask. I might keep pushing it around a little bit. Because the masks in Incredible are very specific. Like, they follow the eyebrow line. So it's going to look a little funky, but, like, I have to kind of work with it a little bit. I am excited for that Mafia game, too. I never played Mafia, but it looks really cool. There's so many games that I've missed out on. I feel like kind of excited because I'm getting to discover all of these things, but also I'm so behind on all of these things. People are trying to explain the Destiny lore to me, and I'm like, okay, right, I got it. I'm gonna figure it out. Don't worry. Let's see. I think maybe if I just push it like that, if I just straight up go for the eyebrow, it might look a little bit better. then it actually curves down more in the middle. I was curving it down more at the end of the mask, but it curves down a little bit more in the middle here. Oh, thank you! You gonna play the DLC though? Ooh. I'm gonna have to like watch a bunch of lore videos and stuff on Mafia, because that one looked really cool. Like, the vibe was really interesting. What is it exactly? Is it more of like a strategy game? Is it something like more, not open world, but like, you know, where you're interacting more with the world? Is it stuff like that? Oh, we lost you guys to ads. Hold on, you guys will be back in like a minute and 30 seconds. Oh, okay. Oh, it's like a long GTA mission. Interesting. The new one is very linear. Okay. See, that's all you need. Like, I really just want story games. I'm really over all of these Soul knockoffs, you know what I mean? Not knockoffs. Like, I know it's a lot of work, but I want story and I want good characters. The combat mechanics I could live with, you know? Just give me something interesting where I care about what happens to the characters. Let's see, I'm gonna clean up this sketch and then we should actually just be able to move right into line art. This is like the quickest I've ever worked on a commission. This is super fast. Someone write this down. This never happens. Usually it takes me forever to get a sketch I like. I was too busy being distracted by all of the video games, I guess, that I made a good sketch first try. I don't know what happened. See, and I really, speaking of Souls games, I do want to try Elden Ring, because everyone keeps saying it's really good. Because I was holding off on playing any of the Souls games, because everyone just said, oh, they're super difficult. And I don't mind games that are hard, you know? I like challenge, but if I'm sitting there just raging at a game, that I don't want to play it. I want it to be like, there's challenge in there, but it feels doable. So I've always been kind of nervous to ever get into the Souls games, but people say that Elden Ring is like the best one to get into. So I'm really debating. I have it for PS5 or PS4. PS5? One of those. But I don't have it on PC. But I kind of want to try it. I don't know when. It might take a little bit because I am really interested in Destiny right now. It kind of caught my hyperfixation because I'm in a super like Mass Effect copium cycle right now. I'm fiending. I'm frothing at the mouth like, please give me Mass Effect. But I haven't played Mass Effect in forever because I wanted to go and get mods, so I'm just like, anything that scratches that itch, I'm just like, all crazy for. Elden Ring is good? Okay, I'm definitely gonna have to play it then. Oh, let me check that off because we did do stretch. Yeah, people have been saying Elden Ring is really fun, and it looks interesting. So it might take me a sec, but I do want to get into that too. Let's see. Let's start doing some of the hair breaks in now, just so I'm not struggling later. Might give her just a little bit more of like a hair strand over here. I kind of wish I was watching the YouTube live stream a little bit just to see the chat. I only looked at it for like a second. But I want to see if people were like freaking out about like Destiny stuff like they were last time. I was watching State of Play and the entire chat, the whole thing is just like, Destiny 3, we want Destiny 3. Why would you cancel Destiny 2? It's like, oh man. That is a very loud fan base. I mean, I get it though, because I do think it's a little ridiculous. It makes sense. Like if they're moving the team to Marathon or if they're moving it to another property, then it does make sense. But man, that sucks. Because now that I'm playing it, I get it. Like, it's really fun. And there's a ton of stuff to do, but it doesn't feel, like, overwhelming. I feel like they balanced it really well, you know? A lot better than Where the Winds Meet, at least. Because, oh my god, there's too much stuff. But it's fun. Like, I'm having a fun time. And I never play, like, online games or MMOs or anything like that. It's online gamers make me nervous, you know? Some people take it way too seriously, but it feels like the Destiny people are a lot more like laid back with it. So I've been having fun. I will say though, I have been getting paired with the absolute worst people whenever I load into like any kind of like not, I don't know if they're raids, it's just like the bigger missions. I think they're raids where it says like 1 to 3 players or whatever. I get the worst teammates every single time. They just stand there at spawn and they never do anything. So I'm doing the work of like 3 people and then they never help. And then they just leave. And I'm like, are you serious? What the heck, man? Let me close that one before I forget. There we go. I don't know. Eventually I'll get better. I was, because I had just finished the tutorial, like my first night, and then I was like, oh, that was fun. So I loaded in, and I'm expecting it to drop me off in like the little hub world or whatever. It didn't. It loaded me into the Star Wars stuff that's going on right now for Destiny. So it dropped me into this big story mission that I guess is made for multiple people, right? And it's just me. There's nobody else there. I got pretty far, I will say. I almost made it to the end of that thing, but it's just that last final boss, like the final stage of it, because it had those rejuvenating shields, because you have to do a certain amount of damage before like you can actually damage the boss, right? Because their shield just rejuvenates over and over again. And I couldn't do enough damage, so I just let him kill me. I was so over it. It's like, come on, man. It was fun. Like, I was having fun, but I was literally just in a cycle of doing damage, and then my gun had to reload, and then the shield would just come back immediately. It was ridiculous. There was not enough delay on it for me to actually do anything. It was so frustrating, because I got so far. I'm pretty sure it was the end. But yeah. Let's see, I think I might make that just a little bit bigger. Because I think she kind of has a thicker headband. So let me move that up a little bit. There we go, a little bit better. I do think they handled this one much better than State of Play, though. State of Play was really, I don't know, it felt kind of lackluster, you know? Recommend the YouTuber Tom Christie. He's done a few raid guides for Destiny 2. Ooh, heck yeah. I'll have to write that down so I don't forget. Because I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm having fun, but I have no idea what's going on. Alright, let's see. Don't mind me as I write it down like an old lady. Because if I tell myself, like, oh, I'll remember it, I never will. YouTube. Okay. Yeah, because people have offered to help me, but I'm like, I want to kind of figure out like what's going on before I start asking for help, you know? Before people start going with me on raids and stuff. So I'm trying to kind of get like a basis. I have like good gear, I think. I think I'm like level 3 or something. So I'm like, I'm doing okay. I think I'm doing okay. It took me the longest time to like figure out how to summon your little your sparrow. I think it's called the sparrow, right? Your little like your little zoomy car spaceship thing. Couldn't figure out how to do it. I had to Google it. So I'm like, I don't think you gave me anything, man. Not one of my proudest moments, I will say. I really can't wait to see if I can get... It's gonna sound dumb, but I really want the Mass Effect armor. But I don't know how to get it. It keeps saying there's like some kind of store you can go to, but I didn't see it in the store, so I don't know if I'm looking at the wrong thing. Because I haven't figured out the full like hub area yet. I have no idea what's going on. I popped into the hub and then I was like, I'm gonna go explore. That's probably a mistake. because I just keep hopping onto planets and just killing a bunch of stuff and participating in those like public events or whatever. That's all I'm doing. I mean, I think I'm doing pretty good though. I've managed to kill a few bosses by myself. It's the worst feeling though when I see like a level 1 person or someone like following me and it's like, I don't know what I'm doing. Don't follow me. I didn't even know there was fall damage in the game for a little bit, so do not follow me. I don't know what's going on. Let's see, I think I'm gonna get rid of that, and I'm gonna turn this off for a sec, just so I can kind of see what I'm working with. Okay, there we go. I was gonna draw her hair completely normal, but hair is like one of my favorite parts, so she's gonna get big swooshy hair. Like, if I can't make a bunch of fun shapes with the hair, I'm not interested. Let's see, and we'll add this over here. And I'm going to add a few more wispies, I think. Yeah, we're going to be able to hop right into line art and maybe even coloring and rendering, I think. Coloring and render. I could speak. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, a blurry living room from the first house. I can try. I don't know if I'll get to that part on stream, because usually backgrounds take me a little bit, but I can try. I'm sure there's probably some references I could find. Like, if it's just going to be super blurry, I don't have to get too into detail. I'm really surprised that Summer Games Fest, they didn't announce anything for GTA. I really thought for sure, because it comes out in November, right? I really thought there was going to be at least something, like some new poster or promo art or like something happening. Oh, and before I forget, if you're following me on Twitch, there's a like Google form that's linked in the chat. That's for the art raffle. So if you want me to draw you free art, because I'm celebrating hitting 50 followers, if you want free art, it'll just be like a sketch, like a portrait. But go and put like your username and stuff in there so I could put you in the raffle. It's cool if it can't be done. Nah, I can do it. It shouldn't be too hard. Just don't hit me with a giant detailed library and we'll be good. Yeah, I don't think the living room should be too difficult. I don't remember their house being like super crazy detailed in the first movie, so don't you dare. I see the little face, Nebula. Don't do it. Okay, let's see. Okay, and I think her clothes and everything were looking fine. Oh, I need to do her pants and her shoes. And then maybe clean up her hands a little bit more. What's that, like an extra 100? Don't you dare. Nebula, no thank you. It's fine. It's fine. You don't need to send me anything. It's fine. You have already tipped more than enough. It's okay. Go save your money. Go and spoil your daughter and your wife. Go do things. It's okay. Alright, let's see. There we go, something like that maybe, because her hand's going to be a little bit more angled, so her knuckles aren't going to be in like a straight line, I think. And then that knuckle would be, well no, because it's sitting lower, so it'd actually be maybe like right around here. Yeah, there we go. Maybe something like that. And this one you really don't see like too much. Something like that maybe? Oh, I was talking about state of play. Totally forgot because I like started focusing on drawing like that's my job or something. But like the whole chat was just filled with all of the Destiny fans like asking for, you know, we want Destiny, blah 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 blah, until they got to that last reveal with God of War. Oh my god. They freaked out. They're like, "Oh my god, gross, we're playing as a woman? Huh, that's disgusting." It was crazy. Like, all of a sudden, the entire tone shifted. And I'm like, oh, gross, we have to play as a girl? Ugh. Like, are you kidding me? We're acting like this is still 2007. It was a little ridiculous. I'm still a little iffy on it. Like, I've never played God of War, because I think I was, like, too young when that series was starting up, right? I couldn't get away with playing those games. The most I can get away with was, like, Tomb Raider. That was the goriest that I could get. I couldn't get God of War because that was too violent, apparently. My brothers could, because, you know, that's different. But, so I never got a chance to play it, so I'm, like, trying to catch up on all the lore. I haven't played any of them yet, and I don't know if I should try to play the first ones, or if I should just jump into this one. Because it looks interesting, and it looks really fun. The only thing that I'm not a fan of is that weird cube thing. I don't know what the heck is going on with the cube. I don't get it, and I don't like it. The talking sword I can get over. I can get over a talking sword. That's fine. But the cube? Hi, Shell! The cube is ridiculous. I don't like it. I think it talks weird. I think it's really immersion breaking. I don't like it. I'm interested to see what mythology it comes from. Because I just keep seeing the, that one cube from D&D. That's all I could picture, and I don't think it's that. So I don't know how the cube and the sword relate. It'll be interesting whenever they explain that. Oh my goodness! I told you not to send me money! You already did! Thank you for the tip. I told you didn't have to send me anything. Oh, gosh, dang it. Oh, you suck. Oh, you suck so much. Let me go get on the floor. I see how it is. It's a weird love-bombing relationship with you, Nebula, isn't it? Oh, you're so great. Your art's amazing. Here's a commission. Also, get on the floor. Alright. Let me go get on the floor. Hold on. I forgot I had TTS for the coffee butt. I was like, who's talking in my ear? That doesn't sound like Blobby. I forgot what voice I gave Blobby, but it wasn't a lady voice. Okay, 1 minute on the floor. Points at child, nuh-uh. Don't you use your child in this argument. How dare you? I I'm curious, has anyone found out what the actual lore is for that weird talking cube? Frank, for some reason spelled with a PH and a bunch of weird letters. It's like spelled French. So I don't know what the heck. Unless I'm wrong. It could be, like maybe the leak or whatever, or the source is incorrect. Maybe it's just spelled normal. But I don't remember there being a cube in French mythology. So I don't know what that is. And people keep saying the sword is Excalibur. I don't think it is. Like, that wouldn't make any sense. It doesn't look like an English sword, you know what I mean? Oop, there it is. Plus, if it is Excalibur, that would indicate that, like, Merlin and stuff is real. So, does Merlin exist in God of War? Is that a thing now? Yeah, State of Play didn't have too many games that I was super interested in. The Wolverine game looked fun. I'm so excited for Tomb Raider. Like, I am ridiculously excited for that one. So I know I'm going to be playing that for sure. But everything out, like God of War, maybe. I might wait until it's, like, out for a little bit and then see the reviews and kind of see if I want to play it. I know it's going to get review bombed. Like, so barring that, barring all the stupid crap that I know it's going to go through, it'll be interesting to see how it does. Because it looks fun. I just don't know enough about God of War to really justify, you know? Stop it! Stop sending money! Go spoil your child! Go spoil your child and your wife, it's fine! Thank you. Thank you very much for donating. But you don't have to, it's okay. Yeah, that Wolverine game looks fun. Because a lot of the Marvel video games that I have played that aren't just like the fighting games, those have been fun. If you've ever played like the Spider-Man games or Deadpool, those were super fun and enjoyable games. So I'm very excited for Wolverine. I don't know if I'll be a day oneer. I don't know if any of those games that they talked about, if I'll be a day oneer. 1666, I absolutely will be. Because oh my god, that looks so cool. And Stellar Blade for sure. I need to get back to that one. I played through, like, I think halfway of Stellar Blade, and then I got distracted. I think I got into Expedition 33, and I got a little distracted. This commission is the spoiling. Aww. No, that's just stinking cute. Okay, let's see. I think everything else... Oh, right. Pants and shoes. Pants and shoes. Like, everything else is looking okay. So I think we'll be fine. So I think it's going to look a little funky here for a second while I put that back. Oh, okay. She has socks. Got it. All right. So I have socks, pants, and shoes. So let's see, we'll add in all those little folds and everything. It looks like there should be like a little bit of baggy, so I'll add like some folds and stuff around the knees. Should I be worried, Shell? Why are you hitting me with the so oddity? Let's see, it doesn't show if she has pockets. I don't know if pockets would even show at this angle. They might not. I think I might push this out just a little bit more because it's not looking quite as perspective as I want it. Oh no, Shell, what are you about to hit me with? What do you mean a whole family? Nebula, do not take ideas. No. No more. Let's see, because the folds would kind of be more around those hips, I think. Well, no, that's not quite a hip yet. Her hip is further back. Hold on. There we go. And then it would be pushed up a little bit. Yeah, I remember the references you sent me. She was very sparkly. I need to read like a little bit more because I was super tired, so I only looked at the pictures, so I need to read more of the stuff. Because there was a lot of text. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna get to it. And then I fell asleep. Let's see, something like that, maybe? I think it's not flared as much as I want it. There we go. Maybe something like that. And then for her shoes, it just looks like standard sneakers. Oh, her socks are a little bit baggy. I'm not gonna say no if you want to send me more character stuff, Shell. Let's see, I think that'd probably be like right around here, because that's about where the toe box of the shoe is. Oh god, you sent me more stuff. Oh boy. I'm gonna have a lot of studying I need to do, huh? Okay, then maybe something like that. I think her socks will probably be over her shoes a little bit, at least at this angle. Because they're pretty baggy. Might play around a little bit more with the shape of her foot. I don't know if I quite like that yet. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. At least they gave me really simple laces to work with. And something like that, maybe. There, and that one you're probably not going to see, like... Did I space that out right? Might bring her foot in just a little bit. I feel like I made her leg a little bit too long. So I'm just going to scooch it in. Don't tell anybody. There we go. I feel like that looks a little bit better. For now, just enjoy the pretties. You're not gonna make me do a bunch of reading? All sent for now. Bum bum bum. See, and then I think that one probably around the same, like right around here maybe. And I'm gonna make that a little bit wider because it looks like the tongue of her shoe is a little bit wider than how I drew it. Some of the info is there if you want to read it. Okay. I have like so many character studies. You know, I'm gonna get all of these mixed up and you're gonna have to explain them to me again. I'm gonna be like, wait, okay, this is the sparkly one. This is the one that I've drawn a bunch and I really like. This is the badass one. Wait, no, this is the badass one. Absolutely no worries. There's so many characters. I want to keep them all straight, man. I want to make sure I get it right. There we go. And then I think I'll actually erase a little bit up here. Nothing to do with me or my characters, is very straight. I never noticed, Shell. I never noticed at all. It's been very subtle. There we go, and then maybe something like that. Might make it just a little bit smaller, then I think I might go and play with that shape just a little bit more. There we go. The previous comms had your logo on it, but she's asking if you could sign it for her. Absolutely, I can. I usually sign the like the posted ones. Usually my signature is just like hidden in there, but I can make it a little more obvious for you if you like. I usually keep it sneaky just so it's a little bit harder for like art thieves and stuff to get rid of, you know? Like these days, I know that doesn't do that much because you could really just like run it through a bunch of AI filters and stuff. But it's just kind of habit. There we go. I think I like that shape a little bit better. And then her foot's right here, and then her sock should kind of come around right there a little bit. Maybe? Now, I might be drawing the sock a little bit too high, actually. At least compared to the other one. There we go. Might as well redraw the shirt, too, since I'm here, since I've already redrawn pretty much everything else. Make sure everything is a nice even sketch so I know what I'm doing. There we go. No worries. All right, cool. Yeah, if she wants something a little bit more prominent, I can just like put it in the corner because I don't want to like, if it's going to be something that she's going to display, I don't want to sign like on the character, you know? So I could send another one that has like the signature somewhere else maybe. I might have to play with those folds a little bit more. I feel like they're a little all over the place right now. Ooh, I think Fester caught wind of a bird or something, because he is like plastered to my window right now. If you hear chittering, Fester's being a little gremlin. I took her to an art gallery recently, and I guess she saw they were all signed. Figured she wanted the same when she asked. Alright, cool. Then I will sign it the traditional way for her. I feel like it's always like an interesting thing. Every time I go to a convention or something and people ask me to sign stuff, I always sign on like the back of the print, just because, I don't know, I feel like that looks better. That way you know it's legit, but you're not like staring at an artist's signature. But a lot of people want the signature on the front. So I don't know. It's always weird because I feel like I'm signing it weird then. I don't know. Every time I do like an Etsy order, I always sign the back of it. But it's weird because whenever I order stuff signed, I like it signed on the front, but I don't like signing my stuff on the front. It's a very weird little like double standard that I have, I guess. I don't know why I do that, really. That's so cool you took her to an art gallery, though. Is she super interested in the arts? Like, is she drawing too and stuff? Let's see, because that one's going to be hanging down, so that one's fine. Yeah, I think the folds on her waist I might play with just a little bit. Then I'm going to drop that one just a little bit. Oh, I do want to see it. I want to see. She drew a little oddity beanbag. That is so cute. You absolutely have to send it to me. If she's comfortable with it, I could put it in the fan art section. That is so stinky cute, man. Okay, it's gonna look a little weird because she doesn't have a face, but just ignore that. Her room is messy, to say the least. Most artists' rooms usually are. My room would always be very messy, especially before, like, I had my proper, like, own art space. My room was just all over the place. It's part of the process, okay? You wouldn't understand. Now I only have to worry about my art space being a mess. My room isn't nearly as bad as it used to be. My poor art desk, it's always like covered in like 3 different projects. There we go. I think maybe like that. I'm gonna take these folds away because I feel like they're not really adding anything and they're just making it a little bit messy. Because she's not really like hunched over there. So I'll soften those out, I think. Maybe? I feel like that's a little bit cleaner. I might push these out just a little bit. Never mind, I don't like that. I'm just gonna redraw it. Sometimes the liquify tool works with me, sometimes it does not. There we go, and then let me work on her face just a little bit. I'm pretty happy with it, but just a little bit. Dare I say the mess doubled when she started watching your streams with me? No offense. Should I take offense to it? What's the correlation? Did she start drawing a bunch because she was watching you, like, watch art streams? Because if so, that is stinking cute. Would you be cool with drawing her again, holding the Infinity Stones with her force fields in the future if she passes her exams? Absolutely, I would. Specifically you, but yeah. I'm sorry. I fear I may have created an artist or inspired one. I'm so sorry. That's how we populate the earth. You know, you see someone drawing and then you're like, I can do that. It starts at a young age. You need to be very careful. It's very dangerous. See that? I didn't have, like, when I started drawing, it was mainly just like, because I was super interested in storytelling, right? And I had a really, I still do, obviously, but I have a really overactive imagination. And I like would steal my mom's big like yellow notebooks, right? Those big legal pads, and I would just write like crazy. And then one day I was like, I want to see what my characters look like, you know? So I started drawing, and that's kind of just what happened. I just never put the pen down. Except I didn't, back then we didn't really have, I mean, you kind of did. YouTube tutorials and like streamers, like none of that was really a thing, right? And I didn't have a computer or a smartphone, obviously, to go and really search for that stuff. So it was mainly copying things that I would see. So I got really good at like copying Pokemon art styles or copying Winx Club or Kim Possibles, like stuff like that. I would just stare obsessively at it and try to recreate it over and over again. There were times my mom would catch me, like, because we had those old TVs, right? Like the you know, with the rounded screen and stuff. But the plasma wasn't a thing yet, okay? So I would like have a piece of paper like taped onto the screen, and I would like pause like the DVD or the VHS or whatever, and I would be tracing it to try to figure out how to draw it, just so I can like copy it, because I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. I want to draw Kim Possible like that. That's how I learned. We didn't really have like tutorials and things back then. And art class like wasn't really, it was more like arts and crafts, you know? We didn't really have specific drawing classes, especially not then in school. Like once I got to middle school, it got a little bit better, and you could actually find proper art classes, but back then, like in elementary school, She's sobbing because she can't remember where she left it? No, it's okay if she can't find it. I really hope she can. Now I feel bad. She can always draw another one, right? Like if she's really like really passionate about it, she could draw another one. It's okay, I've definitely been there. There's been times where I drew something really cool, and then I put it in like my school notebook or something, and it would just be gone. You know, like it would either fall out or just get crushed in the bottom of my bag and I didn't notice. I've had that happen before. It's okay. Or sketchbooks. Oh my gosh, because I always like, I have way too many sketchbooks and I can't remember half of what I have in there. So sometimes I'm just like digging through sketchbooks to try to find things, and I just can't. Oh, it took her 7 tries to get the ribbon right. Oh, hun. That is so cute. It's okay. It takes me a lot of tries to get it right, too. Oh my gosh, I'll have to show her the VTuber now, since Oddity's getting like a proper VTube model. That is so cute. Yeah, if she's comfortable with it, you'll have to post like some of her artwork and stuff in the Discord, because I want to see it. That is so freaking sweet. Yeah, I remember I used to get super upset. I mean, I still kind of do. But I used to get super upset about certain things because I couldn't, like, I was really big into Wings Club, and that style is actually pretty difficult when you look at it. And I could never get the eyes right, so it would just make me so mad. There were times that I actually, like, threw sketches away because I was so mad at it. There was one time I was drawing, I think it was Rapunzel, like, back when the movie had first come out. And I was like, oh my gosh, her braid is so pretty, right? So I wanted to draw it because I wanted to challenge myself. This is before I started drawing hair super detailed like I do now. But I was drawing all these little wispies and curls and flowers. It looked absolutely gorgeous. And then I got in with, I didn't have Prismacolor because, you know, that was too fancy. And I was buying my own art supplies because I was a little child. So I had like some off-brand. I think it was Faber-Castell. It might have been. I don't remember. It could have been something else. But I went in with those, and then I went in with my kneaded eraser, right? It smudged the ever-loving crap out of my drawing, and I was so sad. I slammed my sketchbook closed, and I didn't open it for like a week because I didn't want to look at it. I didn't want to tear it out because I had another drawing on the other side that I really liked. So I didn't throw it away, but I was so upset. I still am. I still hate that drawing. Every time I find it, I don't like it. That's the joy of being an artist, though. You gotta, like, push through all of that stuff. Cannot tell you how many times I've looked at drawings, I'm like, oh my god, I hate it. This looks like trash. This is garbage. My mom has a bunch. She still does. She still will do this. Every time I, like, show her a new print or something, or a new sticker, she always gets her copy. You know, the mom tax happens. So she'll always get a copy of it. So every time there's a new sticker or a new print, my mom has it first. You guys don't get it. My mom gets it first. And she'll put it up like on the fridge. So people will come over and I'll go over to her house and there's like other people there. And she's like, and then my daughter drew this. And I'm like, don't. It looks bad. I don't like it. I made a mistake and I could see it and it looks bad. It's great, man. I'm very proud that she's still very proud of me. But, like, at the same time, I feel like I get like that at cons, too. People be like, oh my gosh, your art is so pretty. And I go, thank you. And then I'll look at it and go, I see mistakes. This doesn't look right. I could have done better. I'm very much an over-perfectionist, I think, when it comes to that. I feel like I've gotten better over the years. But I would get so bad with some stuff. I'll convince her somehow. She smacked my hand away when I tried to hold the first unfinished doodle. That's how it goes. I absolutely hated that, especially in school when you would be drawing and stuff and people would peek over your shoulder. It's the worst. That's part of the reason why it took me so long, like when I first started streaming, to get into like actually streaming my art, because the idea of people watching me while I draw, like a speed paint, I feel like is easier because I can edit out all the times that I'm like struggling or, you know, things aren't looking right. I can just pretend that never happened. But when people are watching me live, I always felt like so nervous about it. Now I'm better. You know, now it isn't nearly as bad. But when I first started, I absolutely hated it because it just reminded me so much of school. My wife nodding in the background, respect to your mom. Oh my gosh. Yeah, if you guys ever find me at a convention, chances are my mom is usually with me. She loves going to those. I never have her like really help with anything. She kind of just, she likes going, and usually I have an extra ticket. So I always bring her first. Like, she's the first person that I ask. So if you guys ever come and find me at a convention, chances are you'll meet my mom. She's usually sitting off to the side. She's like reading a book or something. I always tell her her job is to sit there and look pretty. I'll be like setting up the booth and everything, and I'm running around. And usually I'm like part way into a costume or something, because I always try to dress up for a convention. So I'll be like half dressed up, like running around in like sneakers or slippers or something, because I don't want to put on my nice shoes yet, even though no one's gonna see because I'm standing behind a booth. I know it's there. But I'll be like halfway through a costume or something, and I'm rushing around. I have like things in my mouth, and I'm balancing stuff, and like little stacks of things on the floor. And her mom will be sitting there. Do you want help? No, Mom, I got it. I got it. You got to sit there and look pretty. Keep the chair warm, okay? Make sure the chair doesn't float away. That's important. It's hilarious. She loves going. Oh my gosh, especially because she'll get to like walk around and see all the different stuff. And then she'll come back and she'll ask me like, okay, I saw someone dressed up. They had this kind of costume. It looked like this. And then it becomes like a guessing game of trying to figure out which cosplay she saw, because she's so interested in everyone's like costume. She'll stop people at my booth and she'll just be like, who are you dressed up as? That's so pretty. And then they try to explain it to her. And she's like, she turns to me like a blank look. She's like, what does that mean? What is that? It's so sweet because she just gets so interested in everything. People will like break down their full cosplay of like, okay, I took these boots and I chopped this off and I dyed this and I hot glued this. And she's just sitting there nodding. She's like, that is amazing. Wow. It's so cool. She's so supportive of it. She's like the best mom. Every time I bring her anywhere, she always gets adopted. People are like, you're my mom now. And I'm like, no, stop it. That's mine. Question from my wife and I. Does floor time get redeemed IRL? Oh god. Like on stream? Yeah. I do. I push the chair away and I lay on the floor. Because it's really nice. I've mentioned before, I have a super bad back, so it actually does help. But yeah, I will seriously lay on the floor. One of these days, whenever I get like a proper 3D model, I want to get tracking just so you guys can see I am laying on the floor. It does happen. I'm not lying to you guys. I'm not a scammer. Now, if you ask me to do floor time at a convention or something, that's probably not going to happen. Those floors are disgusting. No, thank you. It's bad enough when I have to like crawl under, because there's been some conventions that they have organized so bad. Like there's no space between the booth. I actually have to crawl under my booth to get out. It is ridiculous. I don't know who sets that up. It is so like either that or I have to walk through a maze of other people's tables and I have to walk through other people's stuff. Like it's ridiculous. I'm not going to do that because that's rude, I feel like. So I have to crawl under my own booth to get out. That is the closest you'll get to floor time IRL. Other than that, like, But floor time on stream, yes. I do redeem that one. Like, for realsies. All my animals get very excited, because usually one of my cats or my dog is laying on the floor. And they're like, oh my god, is it floor time? Oh my god. Because I'll do it, like when I come back from work or whatever, if you have a bad back, laying just straight down on the floor is, it's one of the best things ever. I can't explain it. She won't dibs on the next commission then? Does she want dibs on the next commission? Is that what you meant? I'm gonna assume that's what you meant. Now, the question is, who wants dibs? Does the daughter want dibs or does the wife want dibs? See, now you need to see if your daughter's working on like making her own like original characters. Because that's usually the next stage when you start becoming an artist. I can't tell you how many, like all of my old sketchbooks were all different characters all the time. It really depended heavily on what I was watching. It would usually be really heavily pulled from that. Like, I got super big into Inuyasha, and I designed a demon hunter with white hair who wore a red coat. I know, super original. That's never been done before, by the way. Ooh, wife wants the next commission. Interesting. Curious to see what she's gonna want. Let's see. Her face came out so cute. Like, this never happens. This was the first try. I didn't go through like 20 different sketches. This is weird. I feel like my sketches, I'm always refining like a million times over before I get something I like. Ooh, posture check, you got it. Ooh, I don't know if I know that one. Toshinori. Yeah, I don't know if I know that. What are they from? If it's like a newer anime, I may not know that one. Oh, All Might. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. I do know All Might. I didn't go through like a super big My Hero Academia phase. I was like a very casual watcher. Like, my brother would be watching it, and then I'd kind of like watch it in the same room or whatever, but I never got super into it. I started to, like, when the show first came out, but after a while I was like, I don't know if this is my thing. But I do know Deflated All Might. Like, the fight scenes would always be really cool, but I felt like sometimes they kind of would like stretch them out too long, you know? Or there was too much suspension of disbelief, but I guess that is kind of the standard, right? For a lot of those superhero things. It's just like, oh, of course you have a new superpower that's happening right now. But man, like, some of those characters would be so cool. I remember I really liked, I think his name was Eraserhead, I think, or Eraser something. And then I just felt bad for him, because it felt like the writers just kept putting him through more and more crap. Every time I saw him, he was more beat up. Like, it got a little ridiculous. I never watched it, but she said he beat Mr. Incredible, and I've felt betrayed ever since. I fear that she's right. He would be stronger than Mr. Incredible. I'm sorry. It's like the way his power is built and like organized and like the different tiers, he would beat. I mean, if it was a longer fight, if Mr. Incredible can drag it out, then no, Mr. Incredible would win. But if it's a short fight, no, All Might would definitely win. Not you two. I'm sorry. You can't hit me with a floor time because I'm right. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Okay. Just trying to do her... Ooh, my dog is right behind me. I'm trying to make sure I don't bump her with my chair. She gets really offended. Okay. Can't say nothing because I'm right, Nebula. Don't be jealous. Shame on you, dude's a powerhouse. He is. I'm saying if it's a short fight, All Might is definitely gonna win. But if it's a longer fight, Mr. Incredible's totally gonna win. So it depends on like how long the battle stretches out for. Because All Might's power, like especially when he's deflated, from what I remember, he can only fight for like a limited amount of time. Like, it's not very long. So if Mr. Incredible can drag it out, then he totally wins. He totally wins the fight. I don't remember like what his exact like time frame is, but he would totally win. Or if he had, well, maybe if he had like the other supers with him, then I feel like he might win, maybe. Because Frozone and like Elastigirl and stuff, I feel like they would, like if they team up, they might be able to beat All Might. Maybe. That might be tricky. Oof. Now I'm really curious. I don't know if all of them teamed up. Look, there he is. Yeah, see, Mr. Incredible doesn't have a time limit. That's what I'm saying. All Might has the time limit. Like, he can't fight for very long. It's like some old injuries and stuff, I think, if I'm remembering right. He can't fight for, like, nearly as long as he used to be able to. So if we're talking, like, deflated All Might, then no, Mr. Incredible's gonna win if he can drag it out. Alright, I'm gonna go, check that one off. Okay. I might bring that up just a touch, maybe. Mr. Incredible versus Oddity Beanbag? Oh god. No, I feel like Mr. Incredible would completely level Oddity, especially if, like, she's a beanbag. That would not be a long fight. Now, maybe if Oddity had Blobby with her, maybe. Because Oddity's not really, like, a fighter. But if he had to fight a giant slime monster, you know, I feel like he might lose then. Here we go. Let me bring that one in just a little bit. Give her a handicap and give her the Infinity Stones, and even then, oof. See, I really wish they would make more stuff, like, around the Incredibles, you know? Like, I want to see a prequel. Like, we kind of saw a little bit when they were at their prime and stuff. But imagine a movie that, like, goes back. Like, it's like Mr. Incredible and Elastigirl discovering their powers. I feel like that would be such a good movie. Like, what were their parents like? What's the story there? Do they both have their parents? Because we don't see any kind of grandparents in the movie. I don't know why they've never done that. I kind of wish they did that. Like, I like the sequel, but I feel like a prequel would be way cooler. Because they announced they were doing another Incredibles, right? There's an Incredibles 3 coming out. See, not there. I'll do that. Fun fact, my daughter thought we'd been commissioning you for the same prices at the art gallery and was hesitant to ask for one. Oh, it's so cute. Yeah, because it's like, if I was doing, you know, traditional art, I don't even think then, because I feel like my traditional art's not nearly as good as my digital art. But I know that stuff can get super expensive. And part of that is just how expensive all that stuff is, you know? Like, if you're buying, like, oil paints and acrylic paints and canvases and all the stuff to prep it, like, that stuff does get super expensive. But digital art, I feel like you can get away with it being a little bit cheaper, because it's not, you know, you're working with stuff that you already have, and I don't have to go out and buy new paint every single time, you know? Should tell her to start her own commissions. I think I started doing mine, like, back in middle school, right? So my friend had signed us up for ball cart duty, which is super exciting. And I would get super bored because we couldn't exactly, our school was very adamant that we couldn't bring, like, Game Boys and Nintendo DS's and stuff to school. So I would get super bored. There's only so many times you could read a book, you know? So I would bring my sketchbook and I would start drawing. And back then, you know, anime was like, was kind of, you know, on the down low. If you liked anime, you were kind of like off to the side. You weren't allowed to, you know, be with the cool kids and stuff like that. So whenever I was drawing anime, because I was super into Naruto at the time, people would be like, oh, can you draw something for me? And then it eventually turned into, yeah, I'll do it for a quarter or something. It would be like a quarter or $1 or something. That's how I first started doing commissions. I would take that money and I'd like buy myself something at the snack cart, or I'd like save it up and I'd buy myself like a video game or something. And I never really stopped doing it. I kind of slowed down in high school. Like I wasn't, sitting on the quad, with a little sign going, commission me and I'll do stuff or whatever. I was doing it, like, that's when I started doing it online. So there used to be, I don't know if DeviantArt still does it, but they used to do point commissions. So you could, like, pay with points on the site, and you could get points by, interacting on the site or playing games or, like, socializing, whatever. Like, favoriting and, like, participating in contests and stuff. And I would do commissions for points, because then you could use points to buy stuff on your profile, or you could, like, spoil your friends and buy them badges and stuff like that. I don't think I started doing proper paid commissions until about college, because then I realized, oh, I can, like, pay for school with this and pay for bills. So it wasn't until after high school where I started doing proper commissions, but I started them in middle school. People are always kind of surprised when they hear that. I think it's kind of funny. Bought myself many good video games. I used to have like a whole thing, because I didn't have a copy machine or anything like that. I didn't, like, we had one at the house, but I wasn't allowed to use it for that because my mom didn't want me going through all the ink, right? So I would sit there and have my drawings like taped up onto like our back door or onto a window, and I would trace it. I would trace my stuff, because I would like turn them into coloring pages. That was the usual commissions I would get. So I would just be sitting there making coloring pages of all of my artwork. And I had like little sticky notes, so I would be like, okay, Jessica wants an uncolored version of this drawing. She gave me 50 cents for it. Alex wanted a full color one, so he gave me $1, Oh, okay, 2028 is when the incredible stuff is coming. It's gonna be interesting. I wonder if they're gonna do another sequel, if they're gonna go back, maybe, because that'll be interesting. Because either we're gonna get a more grown-up Violet and Dash, or we're gonna get to go back, or we might get to see something new, which will be interesting. My wife said in her best butcher voice she would drop kick you if you ever downplay your art again. I'm sorry! Oop, that's not what I want. I accidentally pushed the gradient button. It's an art thing, okay? I can't help it. It's like an actual documented thing. I forgot what the proper word is for it. But your skill level progresses, but your vision and understanding of things progresses faster. So then you get frustrated because your skills aren't matching up with what you're envisioning, right? So then that's why people will like often downplay their art. They'll look at it and be like, oh no, I only see so many problems and issues, and I drew this wrong when I did this wrong, because your skills just aren't there yet. And then they kind of plateau out, like they even out, and then eventually your skills and your vision start not matching again, and then you improve. It's like this whole cycle. Another oi thrown your way. I was just saying, I'm explaining it. It's a thing. It's a proper thing. I swear there's an actual name for it, because I couldn't understand it, and then someone explained it to me, and it's an actual like documented thing. There we go. Might push her chin out just a little bit, because I don't really like that dip, I don't think.
told you 3,000 times, my dear, never to fall in love with the man who'd draw you into his lair. I'd warned from the very start.
She says that she could draw another, but I'm gonna have to wait till a certain someone buys her more art supplies. Oh no, I wonder who that could be. Pro tip, if she's like practicing and she's getting kind of serious about it, if you don't want to go and spend money on the like name brand stuff yet, I'll often use, I think it's Artist Loft or whatever. It's the in-house brand at Michael's, right? That one's pretty cheap. They're student grade. So you could use them like even in schools. And they give you pretty decent results. Like, they're not bad. Because Faber-Castell can be a little hit or miss. Sometimes they're good. Sometimes they're really, really good. But sometimes they can be prone to smudging or discoloration. Copic, I think, is, like, it's way too overpriced, especially in this market, so I wouldn't buy her any of that. I'm trying to think of other good ones. The Woohoo brand starts with, like, an O-U-H or something. It's really weird when you look at it. It's like a Woohoo or something. But those are really good. They are alcohol markers, so if she's a little sensitive to smells and stuff like that, I wouldn't get them. Or at least use them in like a well-ventilated area. I'm pretty sensitive to it, so I never really use them. I've been using the Artex brand a lot. Those are pretty good. And then if she's getting into inking, she doesn't need them now. She can get away with Artist Loft. But if she really likes doing, you know, like the anime style or like the manga style, that kind of thing, then you definitely have to get those Sakura pens, the Micron ones. Those are a staple, and they have never let me down. They're so good. I definitely can, but this is the second time I've had to repaint the walls in her room. Well, see, walls shouldn't be so drawable then. What if you do the chalk paint, like the chalkboard paint? Will that not work? Something about needing a bigger paper to draw on? I get that. My mom used to have those big rolls of like the butcher paper and stuff. And I would go to town on that thing. I'd have it like rolled down the hall and I'm just like going to town with my Crayola markers. It's pretty serious. I'm sure if I ask her, she'll probably have some of that stuff saved still. She would pull out all kinds of stuff that I didn't even realize that I had made. Let's see, so that one I could turn off. Probably turn off that one. Or at least turn it like down a lot. Yeah, there we go. I think we're ready to get into line art actually. Let's see. I think it might be kind of cool if I actually keep it like in the purple maybe. Like if we do like maybe dark purple line art. I feel like that might be kind of interesting. I was playing around with colored line art when I was doing the VTuber model and it was coming out really cool. So now I kind of just want to mess around with it. It's super easy to change back into black if I don't think it looks good or anything. I can't forget about the time she thought you were an actual beanbag and I had to explain to her 3D models to her 7-year-old. Oh goodness. It's gonna be interesting when she moves properly. Like instead of just bouncing around, she's actually moving. Have fun explaining that one, Dad. Oh, and then before I forget, let me put my vector eraser on there. Just so I can make sure everything stays all nice and clean. I'm pretty excited. I got, I think, all of the hair done for the VTuber. I got her bow done and I started working on her clothes. So we are slowly chipping away at it. And I think I talked about it a little bit on one of my other streams, but I'm gonna give her like different little outfits and stuff. Because whenever we do the Mass Effect playthrough, I want her to be dressed up as Shepard in like the N7 armor, because I think that would look super cool. It's gonna be a pain in the butt to draw and rig, but it's gonna look so cool. Doing my best to keep up with this generation. I'm part of this generation and I'm trying to keep up with it. I don't understand what's going on. Like when VTubers first started popping up, I'm like, oh my god, what is that? That is so cool. Oh my god. I still don't really know how it all works, but I think it's neat. She called me twin and I have no idea who I am anymore. Oh no. She hasn't called you like Unc or anything yet, right? Oh my god. I fear you've lost her. You've lost her to the slang and stuff, man. Wait till she says you're ore farming and you're cooked. There we are. Alright, see you when you get back, Nebula. Alright, let's see. I'm not going to get too much into all the little hairlines quite yet. Should be fine to wait until we actually get into the rendering stage for that. There we are. Man, I love how easy that vector eraser makes everything. It's so nice. I don't have to keep chasing down a whole bunch of pixels and trying to figure out where everything is. Okay, let's see. Go and fix this one just a little bit. Maybe. Then we just got to do a couple more swooshes over here, I think. Okay, I kind of changed how they flow a little bit, but I like that shape a little bit better, I think. Ugh, there's like a little tiny bump that I just can't get. Hold on. There we are. Okay, and then we'll do those nice big hair breaks. Man, this is crazy. It's the first time I've ever gotten to draw Violet, and she's one of my favorite characters. It's so weird. I need to get back to it. There was this series I was working on like a while ago where I was going through the ABCs and I was drawing all of my favorite characters. I got to L and then I took a little bit of a break and I just haven't gotten back to it. I remember like K took me a bit because I couldn't figure out if I wanted to do Kita, if I wanted to do Kim Possible, and I think there was someone else in the running, but I don't remember who it was. But then I got to L and then I wasn't like, I finished a lot of it, but I wasn't happy with the background, so I just haven't gone back to it. And it's still sitting there. I still haven't touched it. Like I have a full list of everyone I want to draw, but I just haven't gotten back to it. And I really need to, because it was a fun little competition just like to see like who I can pull out of my memory, you know? And then the entire way through you could see how my style has progressed and everything. I have an old 𝙲𝚑𝚊𝚗 drawing in there that I did when I got to the letter D, and it looks completely different from how I draw now. It's so weird. Like, I think I started with, Aubrey? I think her name's Aubrey from, there we go. Sorry, I was focused for a second. From Atlantis. And then weirdly enough, when I got to K, I ended up doing Kita. I probably should have picked Kim Possible, honestly. Because it kind of feels a little cheaty. And then I really wanted to do, I don't know if anyone's going to remember her, but Captain Amelia from Treasure Planet. I really wanted to do that one, but I had already done A, so I ended up cheating and kind of using her for C. So I went like Captain Amelia, because technically that's part of her name, right? So technically it counts. But I didn't use that same rule when I got to J, because when I got to J, I was like, no, I'm going to do Jane Shepherd. Obviously. So technically I probably should have drawn Shepherd for C, because it would have been Commander. But rules are boring, and I'm making up the rules as I go, so I'm not gonna. Oh, let me move this one, because I'm not... It's a little bit too high. There we go. There we are. Oops. A little too eraser happy, my bad. There we go. Okay, that should be at least most of the hair I have to draw for right now. So we're going to go ahead and move on to everything else. I think that one I'll probably paint, because I feel like that might look a little weird if I use it for a line art. So I'm going to come back to that. Boop, boop. There we go. As weird as it sounds, I feel like ears or something I need to work on. I feel like none of my ears look quite right. Oop, that's not right. Hold on. There we go. Then I'm going to move this little hair wisp around a little bit. I think the tangent that it makes is looking a little constricted. There we go. Much better.
Years before, a monk and gambler embarked on a long trek right through the great lands of the north. They had a debate about God, chance, and fate, and agreed
And I am sorry if I get a little quiet. I always kind of like lock in a little bit for line art because it takes like a lot more focus. Those lines get away from you so fast. I'm very proud. I'm not like a super big Control-Z spammer. At least like for the most part. There have been a couple times, at least recently, where I've been like Control-Z, draw, Control-Z, draw. You just get stuck in that cycle. And in reality, I probably don't need to be doing that, especially because these are all vector lines, so I can just go in and edit them much easier. There we go. But it's like this weird, like, confidence you need to have whenever you get into line art. I really wish it transferred to when I actually draw, like, you know, pen on paper. Because I never have that confidence. If you look at any of my, like, actual drawings, I say actual, like, I'm not drawing everything, but, like, the pen and paper stuff, my lines are always much shakier, and I'm always kind of fidgeting around with stuff, or I'm overcorrecting, or you'll see, like, little edits. One of my, like, go-to methods is to use, like, because usually I ink with those micron pens, right? So if I have lines that I don't like, I'll pull out the, like, the white gel pen, and I'll just go over it, or I'll get, like, white acrylic paint, and I'll, like, paint it a little bit to fix it. If there's, like, no way for me to save it. Because sometimes I'll just turn it into, like, a little shadow or something, and just pretend that it's not there. It's a stylistic choice. Let's see, I think that one I'll probably end up doing on another layer. But it's much easier to have that confidence whenever you're doing digital art, because you can always, like, just go back and edit everything endlessly. It's much easier than if you're working actual, like, traditional methods. There we are. Oops. Let me fix that. Trying to go, like, not as crazy. I always go super heavy on lashes, especially when it's a female character, because they're pretty. But Violet doesn't really have super dark lashes, or, like, super prominent lashes, you know what I mean? And I want to make sure that I, like, keep her character looking like herself. It's always a little bit of a difficult balance whenever you're doing fan art, because you want your own personal style to show, but you also don't want it to look outrageously unlike the character that you're drawing. Oops. Let's see, and I think that I might just end up painting in. Did I do the line here on that side? I did, okay. There we are. I think those I might save when I get to the multiply layer instead.
There's a single file line marching right into the cesspool. The preacher's wife's expecting, your mother's on her knees. That cunt you fell in love with don't give two shits if you're dead. So buy a one-way ticket to hell and do just what you please. We can die at any moment, so let's get our own graves. It's up to us to conquer them.
Alright, let me fill it and see how that looks.
Stop wasting all your breath. You've got to grab life by the balls and sink this to your death. So pound your bones onto the table. Scratch your nails across the world.
Yeah, I think that looks fine. Might add just a little bit more of an angle in there. There we go. And then actually, I think I'll do that one on the multiply layer too. Then I'm gonna sneak in with that simplify tool and kind of fix that, because there's a few little weird bumps and stuff that I don't particularly like. Then let me come in and simplify these two. I wonder if I can actually connect right here. Sometimes that doesn't work. Not quite. Okay. There we are. Let me go and move some more stuff around here, because it's still kind of a weird little line happening. Did you connect? No, you did not. Of course not. Then maybe if I get rid of that. Something that is a little bit annoying sometimes with the vector layers, sometimes they don't want those lines to connect for some reason. Even if they are super, super close. It's the only thing that kind of sucks. Oops. That's not right. Okay, and then we'll go and fix that. And I think maybe I'll actually have that bit of her collar come over, just so there's a little bit more depth happening. There we go. I feel like that looks a little bit better. Don't worry guys, almost done. Almost done with the line art. It's kind of like boss fights. I feel like if I talk a little bit too much whenever I start doing line art, then I get distracted and stuff doesn't turn out right, or I make weird little mistakes. And then maybe I'll actually do something like that. Instead of having the fold come over, I think I might actually do it behind to make it a little more interesting.
Sundays, holidays, vacation time. We must be ready every day, all the time, to do the right thing if the atomic bomb explodes.
That reminds me, because the song's talking about atomic stuff. I still haven't sat down to watch Fallout, man. I keep telling myself I'm going to, and then I just keep forgetting. I'm pretty sure I pulled it up one day too, and I forgot why I walked away from it. I like pulled up the first episode, and then I got distracted. So I never actually sat down to watch it. And I really need to, because I really liked Fallout. I just haven't sat down to watch it. I feel like it's much easier to catch up with shows like when they're actually coming out, because then you have a dedicated time to sit down. Like, okay, we know Arcane drops at like 7 or whatever. So we know at 7 we're going to sit down and we're going to watch it. But whatever it's, oh, you know, we can just watch this show whenever. Then all of a sudden it's just like, well, I don't really know when I want to watch it then. And then you kind of get stuck, like paralyzed in it, right? Like, when do I watch it? When do I like schedule time out of my day? Am I wasting time if I watch it? What can I like schedule around it so I'm not like interrupting anything? Like, it turns into this whole thing. And I don't know why. I don't know why my brain does that sometimes. Like, I don't do that whenever it's time to sit down and watch or like not watch video games, like play video games or something. Because I've given myself like that scheduled time of like, okay, maybe every day I'll get like an hour or two, and then I'll sit down and I'll play a video game or something. So I don't know if maybe I just need to schedule that time in my brain. That way I actually will sit down and watch things. Because there's so many shows and animes that I need to catch up on that I just haven't.
Finally, if you receive enough gamma radiation to cause sterility or severe sickness, you'll be killed by blast, flying debris, or heat anyway.
There we go. Okay, and then I'm going to turn that layer off real quick just so I can see what I'm working with. There we are. Okay, and then I'm going to pull that line down just a little bit so I feel like it better connects. Oh, good morning, Miss Elizabeth. You wake up from your nap? She's very upset. We didn't go on a WALK today, and she was letting me have it. I wouldn't have minded taking her, but it's already like crazy hot over here, and I really don't feel comfortable with taking my dog on a walk when it's over like 90 degrees. So our only option right now is to walk in the morning. Oh god, I said the W word. Okay, we're good. She's not here. But I don't want her, you know, going out on a WALK when it's super hot out. I don't want her burning her little paws or something. Okay, let me maybe pull those in a little bit. Then I don't really like this line, so I'm going to get rid of it, actually. Maybe. Maybe not. There we are. There we go. I feel like that looks better. It was bending too far the other way, and again, it's one of those things no one's going to notice, but I will. All this line art has gone way too smooth. Like, the entire commission's gone way too smooth. I feel concerned. Normally all this stuff takes much longer. Okay, there we go. Let's see, why aren't you looking right? I think maybe if I nudge it over a little bit. Okay, much better, but now this line's like way too curved. And then let me grab this little line. There we are. Let me grab that. There we go. Yeah, what's the matter, handsome? Yeah? Are you suffering? Uh-huh. What happened? Oh, you're so cute. Are you asking for food? Because nobody loves you and you're just starving. You haven't eaten in 40 years, huh, handsome? Oh, you are so stinking cute. Oh, I don't like you sometimes. I don't like you. Let's see. Because that's going to be the edge of her pants. So you're not going to see her socks until we get like a little bit further down. Like probably around here, maybe. There we are. Okay, almost done with the liner, and then we get to get into all the pretty colors. Did you miss anything? Not too much. My cat came in and started complaining that he hasn't eaten in 40 years. But now he's distracted because I think he's trying to eat his brother, so I think he's fine. So if you hear jingling and meowing, they decided they wanted to get into a tussle on the floor. Oh, floor time. Ugh. You're gonna make me get down there with my fighting cats. Oh no. If I lose a finger, it's your fault. We're almost done with the line art too. I have to do her arms, and that's about it, really. I think her arms and a little bit of her shirt, and that's it. Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm gonna go get on the floor, whatever. It's actually especially nice because since our WALKs have been a little bit long, my back and my legs were actually super sore. My dog always gets very excited when we go out on a WALK. Okay, starting the minute. So she like pulls a little bit, right? And I'm not really used to it. Oh, and I gotta hydrate. I can't hydrate when I'm on the floor, man. You gotta give me a minute. But because we've been going on like back to back, like every morning WALKs, and she like pulls a little bit, I've been a little sore. So it's actually really nice to lay on the floor. I was trying to get out of my chair the other day and I felt like an old man. I'm just like, just like, someone get me a cane. Get me a walker. I can't do this. Oh my goodness. Oh, I forgot to post that. Hi, Miko. Do not lay on me. I know I'm laying on the floor, but do not lay on me. I forgot to post that I was streaming. My bad. Oops. Oh, there it is. Oh my goodness. Grandma, huh? Shut up. Yeah, the art raffle. Because I hit 50 followers on Twitch, so I promised I was going to do like an art giveaway. So that little... Shut up. I'm not a boomer. But I promised I was going to do a little art raffle. Nothing crazy. It's not going to be like a full, you know, illustrated, super crazy piece. It's just going to be like a little sketch. But I thought it'd be nice since people have been, you know, asking for more art stuff, and I haven't done an art giveaway or an art raffle in forever. I used to do like contests and stuff all the time in the Discord, and I just haven't done them in so long. We'll get there. We'll get back to it. Because it was really fun. And then we would raffle off other gifts like, you know, whoever wins first place gets like $100 gift card on Amazon or something. Said that it'd be fun because then people could use that to like buy more art supplies, or they could use it to like do other things. It would only be for the Discord though, so I wouldn't have to worry about, you know, random people entering and just like, give me money. Because every time I try to do like more public art stuff like that, there's always those people, you know? It's like, they've never been here before. They're just here to either, you know, try to get some weird clout or something, or just because they heard money was involved. It's always a little bit of a pain. Raffle include extended floor time? No, it does not. It doesn't include extended floor time. I don't want it then. Well, fine. You're not gonna get it. You're banned from the raffle. You don't even get to be in there. Oop. Now they're getting all kinds of crazy. You'll fill up that coffee bar. No, you will not. Okay, almost done. I think it might look better if instead of doing it on the line art layer, if I just paint in the shoelaces afterward. I feel like that might look a little bit better. I don't know. We'll see when we get there. Like, I still have all of her little wrinkles and stuff to do, but she's almost there. Let's see, let me fix that.
Until then, my friend.
There we go. I feel like hands could always start looking really funky really quick, so I'm like trying to focus. Let's see, I need a little bit more of a curve there, I think. Not like that. There we go. No. I don't care if she gave you the do it. I don't care. No, thank you. I should make that a redeem. We have that in the Discord. People can do that little Emperor Palpatine meme. It doesn't make any sound because I figured that would be a little annoying because we use it a lot. But that would be a fun little redeem. Just do it. Do it, Anakin. I really need to get more into Star Wars. I know all of the memes, and I have yet to sit down and watch a full movie. I know, Fester. And you would think I'd be a huge fan because I love sci-fi stuff. But like Star Wars and Star Trek, I never got into them. There was other sci-fi stuff that I would get super into. Like Treasure Planet, oh my god, one of my favorite movies ever. But Star Wars, never sat down and watched it. Guardians of the Galaxy, absolutely loved it. Star Wars, haven't sat through a whole movie. And I really need to. I keep meaning to. I even sat down and like turned on the movies and I was watching them. I got partway through. And then I realized I have access to the entirety of Disney Plus, and then I started rewatching all the Iron Man movies. Is that where Blobby was inspired from? Treasure Planet? No, I think I talked about it last stream. I wanted to give Oddity like a little mascot, but I suck at drawing animals, right? So I really like ghosts. Like that's my every time Halloween comes around and people start putting out their ghost stuff, my friends and my family will always buy it. I have a collection of like 50 different little ghost figurines. I have a problem. But I didn't want to give her a ghost because I feel like that would have been, like, I don't know, too stereotypical maybe? Because I like spooky stuff and I like the goth subculture and everything. But I feel like it would have been a little lost, you know, because Oddity doesn't really look like that. So instead, I gave her a little blob monster because I thought it'd be cute and it's simple and I can't mess that up. Hey, Jacko, what's up? Without context of this convo, I say the movies are the least enjoyable part of Star Wars. I've been having fun with the video games, honestly. I played, oh gosh, that, oh my gosh, where you're doing like all the parkour. He wears the parka, he has red hair. He has that cute little, his droid is absolutely adorable. I played through those. Jedi something. Jedi Survivor? Is it Survivor? I played through those and those were fun. Jedi Fallen Order, that was it. Okay. Yeah, I played through those and those were fun. And I liked the, like some of the other games growing up. Like some of the fighting games and things like that. And the adventure games. I haven't played some of the recent stuff. But I like the context of Star Wars. I just have yet to watch the movies. And you would think I would love it. Because I love sci-fi. I can't sit down and watch it. I don't know what it is. And I love the actors too. Like, all of the actors did absolutely amazing. And I really like all the special effects and the makeup. Just haven't sat through a full movie. Ghost everything reminds me of Destiny. I know. See, those ghosts are cool though. I like the way they handled it. Because I feel like it's different. Those ghosts are cute. I finally started getting like some of the customization in Destiny, so I made my ghost look like a little security camera. I don't know how else to describe it. It looks like a little security cam. It is cute. It's just a little baby. I wish you could play around a little bit more, like maybe the voices or something. I feel like that would have been kind of a cool feature. Alright, hold on. It's always these like long, lengthy lines that get away from you so fast. I think I might just cheat a little bit. I say cheat like I'm not drawing on a vector layer specifically for this reason. Okay, let me move some stuff because it's not looking right and I don't like it. There we go. Yeah, I think that's fine. Survivor is the second one. It's amazing. Okay, Survivor is the one I haven't played then because I played the first one and then I never got around to playing the second one. I think I was waiting for it to come out or something and then I got distracted with something else, so I haven't played it yet. But it was fun. Like, it's a fun game. Like, the combat and everything, it's great, man. And I like all the exploration. I don't know, anytime I could do, like, you know, parkour where you're climbing on the buildings and stuff, like your Assassin's Creeding or your Tomb Raiding or whatever. I love that stuff. I want to play, I know it wasn't received as well, but I kind of want to play that other Star Wars game where you have like that cute little furry guy. I don't know what it's called. You're playing as the girl. She like is like a mercenary or something. I know people said it wasn't as good, but it looked interesting, so I kind of want to play that one. But I don't know if it wasn't rated good because, you know, ew women, or because it was actually not good. It's like you can't trust some of the people who review video games. Let me zoom out a little bit so I can get this one. I fear drawing is about to get a lot harder. My cat just hopped into my lap. So it might be a little tricky. You're very cute, sir, but you're a little in the way. Oh, you're so cute, though. Okay, don't mind me. I'm just drawing with one hand. This is fine. Watch Andor? I need to. Fun fact, I used to do like studio work, right? So I was working for this big company and we would do a bunch of different merch and stuff. So if you've bought any Andor merch, you might have bought one of my designs because I did like 50 different designs for Andor. It was a pain in the butt, let me tell you. Disney sent over their all their like the shots of their actors and stuff for us to use on the merch, and they forgot to take the watermarks off, right? It was ridiculous. So we had to spend all this extra time because we were on such a heavy time limit. We had to like Photoshop out all of these stupid watermarks because their intern or whoever sent the wrong files. It was such a pain, and they didn't send the proper stuff until their deadline had passed. It was so annoying. I did this super cool, it was one of my top sellers, is this like glitchy Andor design where all the characters' faces were like up and down, like they were kind of moved around a little bit. It was a top seller. It was so cool. I never got to buy any of it, which really sucked because it sold out. But yeah, that one was my design. Never watched Andor, but I did a ton of designs for it. But that glitchy one was my absolute favorite. I'm sure I could find it if I go and look for it. There we go. Okay, did we get... It's just her sleeve, right? I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. Alright, cool. Also, sorry, I really like Star Wars. Don't worry. Okay, hold on. I missed some stuff because I was focused on the line art. Hold on. Lord of the Rings or Star Wars? Yeah, you're gonna hate me. So I haven't sat through the full Star Wars movies, right? I fell asleep trying to watch Lord of the Rings. To be fair, I started with Hobbit, I think, because I think that's what people said to start with, and I fell asleep. I got to the part where they were in the forest, I think. It wasn't super far in. Also, to be fair, I tried watching it after work, so obviously I'm a little tired. So that wasn't entirely my fault. But I haven't watched Lord of the Rings either. I want to read the books. Like, it's one of my goals, because people say it's one of the best fantasy novels you could possibly read. And I love books, like, a lot. So it's on my list. I just haven't read it, and I promised myself I wasn't going to buy any more books until I make it a little bit further through my current reading list. I've made it through a lot, but I still have, I think, 5 books that I want to get through before I start buying any more. Plus, I have a stack from my friend that she said I absolutely have to read, so I need to work my way through those too. Almost there. Let me bring this one down, because now that doesn't match. So let me fix this. To get me some nerd points, though, I did watch the entirety of the animated series for Star Wars. So ha! Loved Fallen Order, but honestly, Survivor is on a whole nother level. Star Wars Outlaws, yes. That was the one. I want to play it. It looks really good. Like I've mentioned before, I kind of hope that's the direction they take for... I know I talk about Mass Effect a lot. I'm sorry. It's one of my, like, hyperfixations, and I can't help it. But, I really want them to take that kind of direction. Like, I don't want to play as some big galaxy savior or whatever. I want to be a mercenary playing in, like, the Galactic Civil War, you know? Because I feel like that would be so cool. You're watching all the hard work of Shepard all just, like, fall apart, and you're just some random nobody, right? Like, maybe you get drug into some big, crazy political scheme or something. But I want to play as a nobody, you know? I don't want to play as another Shepard. I don't want to play as another Alliance soldier. I want to be a nobody. And then, like, build my way up. Because even Ryder, they weren't, like, a nobody, you know? They were still, like, the child of this N7, this big commander, and blah, blah, blah. I want to be a whole nobody. Like, absolute nobody. I think that would be really cool. So I'm just super into, like, that's my, like, big thing right now. I want to play as some kind of bounty hunter or some kind of nobody, right? I just think it's neat. Wasn't a super deep story, but it was enjoyable. Definitely felt like an outlaw. Heck yeah. Oh, I missed a floor time. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to miss it. Oh, hold on. I gotta move my cat. He loafed up right behind the chair. Excuse me, sir. You're very cute, but I don't want to roll the chair over you. I think you might feel a little offended if I do that. Okay, hold on. Let me grab my phone. Alright, I'm gonna go get on the floor. I didn't mean to miss it, Nebula. I'm sorry. I was, like, focused on the line art, and then I started ranting about Star Wars and Mass Effect. I'm sorry. I am a little bit of a nerd. I really hope I can get my, because I installed a PS2 emulator, and I want to play Rogue Galaxy with you guys, like, so bad, because that was my absolute favorite video game. It still is. It's, like, this random, game from, like, 2006, like a JRPG, and that's what got me into, like, video gaming really as a whole. Like, I like Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider was definitely one of the big things for me, but Rogue Galaxy was, like, my thing, you know? Spent countless hours in that game, but I couldn't get my emulator working. It pulled up Rogue Galaxy, but there was no sound, and I had no controller input. So it was a huge pain in the butt. Which one? I forgot what we were talking about, Jacka. I got distracted. I started talking about a million different things, so I don't know what you mean when you say which one. I have a bad habit of just rambling, and then I forget what I said. So the whole conversation is lost. Oop. Okay, hang on. I'm coming back. I'm coming back up. Nebula keeps throwing me on the floor. So rude. Here I am doing art for your daughter and you just keep throwing me on the floor. Excuse me, sir. You're very cute, but now you're in my chair. Okay. Alright, almost done. I think I just have to finish her sleeve and then I can get into coloring, which will be exciting. There we go. Okay. And then just cleaning up all the line art and like thickening some stuff up. This is another nice thing about working on vector layers. It's so easy to go around and kind of mess with all that. It's going to look a little funky because it's just the line art layer, so ignore that. But I can just go through and just like thicken things up and thin them back out. It makes it 1,000 times easier because I suck at keeping that like differing line weight and stuff. And it's one of those little things that really adds a lot, you know? Okay, and then we'll go and narrow some of those back out. Let's see, and then let me thicken these up because these are going to be a little bit closer to you. So let me thicken this. Oh, I forgot to do the middle part of her shirt. Hold on. And I think I also forgot to do one of her eyes. I got too excited. I was trying to move on to the coloring almost immediately. There we are. Have a good... Oh, thank you! Thank you, Jacka! Are you gonna go watch the upload of Summer Games Fest? Because, oh my gosh, you're gonna like it. It's gonna be crazy. I was watching Envoy's stream of it earlier, and oh my god, it's so good. Not gonna spoil anything. You're just gonna like it. But if you stream later, I'll try to catch it. Have a good night if you're not streaming. There we go. Oh, and then let me grab this. There we go. I feel like I need... I don't know how much I like this. In all the references, it looks more like the mask is kind of doing like more of a wave thing. Like more like that. But I feel like that kind of gets rid of some of the... Thinking of just watching some trailers off of YouTube, but maybe you will have to check out the full stream. I think it's worth it. It didn't feel super lengthy. The ending, I mean, you could skip over. Like the last like 10-15 minutes is not really worth it. But there was a lot of good games, like a lot of good stuff. And you could always, since it's a re-upload, you can always like fast forward past it. Nothing like too crazy happened, but there's definitely some games that they showed that I'm super excited for. I don't want to spoil it, but there was a lot of really cool stuff. Let's see. I think I might... I don't know, because I feel like that doesn't really capture like the whole awkward smile, though. Let me see. Let me look at that reference real quick. Let's see, how can I make that work a little bit better? Maybe if I go more like that? Awkward smile is a must? Heck yeah. Oh yeah, don't worry. The Destiny people were very loud and proud, as always. I didn't see as much of it because I was watching Envoy stream it. Like I was in Envoy stream. But I did glance at the YouTube stream just a couple times, and oh my gosh, a lot of Destiny fans. A lot of loud Destiny fans. I know, awkward smile is definitely a must. I'm just trying to make sure it flows right to the mask, because it doesn't, I drew it a little more segmented, and in the references that I'm looking at, it's a little bit more of a curve. Have a good night, Jacka! I will try to catch your stream if you're streaming later. Hopefully I can. Everyone's been streaming at like the same time, so it's been tricky. I've been like popping in and out of everybody's stream, just going, hi, bye, hi, bye. We need more space between everybody, I think. And it's even funnier because there's a lot of people I follow who like follow each other, so they'll pop into each other's streams, so then it's just like just stuck in a loop, you know? I don't know, I think I might keep a little bit more of a dip, but I might change it so it's a little more like that, maybe. Yeah, I think I might edit it just a little bit. Turn that down just a touch. Hydrate, you got it. What's up, Olvrin? You missed it. I was ranting about video games for the longest time. Now I'm just struggling trying to get this mask to look right. Maybe that might be it. I don't know, I might cheat a little bit and maybe have her eyebrow peeking out a little bit. We'll see how it gets when I get to the rendering stage. We'll see if it looks right. Because I like how segmented I drew it, but that's not how the reference looks. There we go. I think like that looks maybe a little bit better. A little bit closer, at least, to the original. And then it'll look a little bit better once we get to all the shading and stuff, obviously. Get rid of this. Start working on some of those. I'm gonna get a little bit brighter of a color here. Yeah, we were talking about all the stuff at Summer Games Fest, all the stuff that I'm like super excited about. I cannot wait until that 1666 comes out. I'm so excited for it. It looks so cool. Especially because it's got the Assassin's Creed people behind it, so you know there's gonna be so many cool like historical references in there. I'm so excited. Hi, Fester. Yeah, I know, huh? They did. They showed black cats in the game. I know, so many good games. I'm really excited for that that Sea of Remnants too. Because I remember I had that like saved on my wish list forever ago. And then I completely forgot about it. The art style for that game looks so cool. I know, bud. Tell him. I know. What did you see out there, Bubba? Are you meowing at another cat? Or are you meowing at a bird? No, just meowing. Just meowing to meow, bud. You are so stinking handsome. You know that? Okay, and then right in here. Oh, and then let me... Did I draw it here? I did. Okay. It's like I need all my little nose lines and stuff and all my little blushies. You won't even be able to see her blushies because that covers where the mask is. Okay, and then it should just be all the little folds and stuff, and we should be good, I think. Hold on a second. No, thank you. She's hitting me with your ¿por qué line when I told her it's time for bed. I need to make that a redeem too. ¿Por qué? That is like the entirety of my Spanish. That is basically all that I know in Spanish. And the only reason that I'm so good at it is my avu would watch like tons of novellas, right? And that would always be one of their big things. You know, someone hits them with the, I'm actually your twin brother, or you loved me before you were in a car accident, you had amnesia or something, or I am your father, blah, blah, blah. You know, just stuff like that. And they'd always like fall to the floor and go, ¿por qué? So I started doing it as a kid just to make fun of it. And it just turned into like this big family thing. Now everyone in my family does it. Now, anytime anything bad happens, we're just like, ¿por qué? It's a valid reason, though. Why does she need to go to bed, huh? Let her stay up. She's a hooligan. Little thug, huh? There we go. Almost. I just can't get that little line there. There we go. Okay, almost there. Let me get rid of that one. I need to do those little lines on her knuckle. Okay, I think that's about it. I think we are good to start coloring. Heck yeah. Alright, let's see. So her skin tone is kind of lighter and there's a little bit more of a pinky undertone. I think this might work, but I'm going to try... It'll look a little weird just when we first start out, because the first colors always look weird. Oh, 1 second. Faster. How many times, sir, have I asked you to not climb into the closet? Can I help you get out of there, bud? I have no idea why this is like your current obsession. He'll just like push open the closet and then he hides in there. We're an open and accepting family, sir. You don't need to hide in the closet. Nope. Come here. Got him. Okay. I've rescued the cat from the closet. You're all welcome. There we go. Okay. Star Wars is canonically a telenovela. I think it is. That seems pretty accurate to me. Okay, how come you're not working? Did I turn off? No, I didn't. Did I not color it enough? Let me see. There we are. Okay, and then I need like a dark, dark purple for her hair. Let me fix that. No, you should be working. Why are you weird? There we go. Okay, and then I might use that same color for her mask too. Well, maybe it's a little bit more of a blue, actually. I'll use a dark blue instead. You're not really going to be able to see the difference. But when we start doing all the shading and stuff, then you'll be able to tell a little bit. Okay. Oop, that's not right. Hold on. That's why that's not looking right. Hold on. Unseen horrors of floor time cat shrieks giving wartime PTSD vibes. He gets so upset about it. I don't know why he's so adamant about trying to get into the closet right now. That's like his whole big thing. And I don't like it because I can't see him. And that closet is like notoriously difficult to get into. Because there's just a bunch, there's a bunch of boxes in it. It's kind of like the little junk room. So it's like spare PC parts and stuff like that. Storage from all my conventions and things like that. It's just like a random collection in there. And I don't trust him in there. Because if he gets hurt or gets stuck, then I can't really help him, you know? And he's not happy about it. Let's see, let me clean this up a little bit. A little bit of overfill because I accidentally had it set to, like, whenever I fill the color, it was gonna like overfill a little bit. And it works great for some things, not so great for super tight digital illustrations. Great when you're doing like more like quick stuff or trying to do like studies and things like that. Not so good for this. Okay, and then I need to go in with her skin tone just so I can do the inner corner and everything. I didn't even know this song was playing. Oh, goodness. Voltaire has this song called, like, The Worst Song That Ain't. And he's just singing about absolutely atrocious stuff. But he doesn't say any of the, like, you know, swear words or anything. So the entire song, you know that it's there. Great conversation starter, let me tell you. Here we go. And then I need to go and take away a little bit here. There we go. Almost there. Okay, there we go. Then her eyes are like more of a pale sort of purple. So I'm going to make it more of a mid-tone just so it's a little bit easier to work with. Because if I go in like super light, it's going to be a lot trickier. Okay, and then her headband's a little bit darker than her shirt, which is kind of lighter. Oh, I didn't finish that line. That's why that's not filling right. Let me get rid of that, because that's not supposed to be there. There we go. A little bit better. Did I not erase that? Oops. How dare you, chat? You were supposed to catch all those little mistakes so that way I don't have to go back and redo it. Okay. 1 second. Almost there. Let's see. And then her pants are a little bit more of like an orangey, sort of pale orange color. What are your thoughts on my daughter's theory? You think Violet could handle the Infinity Stones with her force fields? I think she could. There's no implication that her force fields are like they're connected to her, but they're not, they're not like directly connected. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like she's holding them in her hands. I feel like she should be able to. Because all the Infinity Stones were able to be held in things. They just couldn't be held by, like, a single person without that person, you know, disintegrating. Okay, let's see. And then her socks, I think, were pretty light. Yeah. So we'll use this one. Oops, not like that. I really need to get rid of that gradient tool. I never use it. And actually, I should have... I don't think I drew it, but I should have had a little line right here, actually, to separate the socks and her finger. So if we go and add that in real quick. It's actually such a small thing. I wonder if it wouldn't even... because you wouldn't even really be able to tell at that point. So I might actually just go and edit this. Okay, and then I'm going to go through, because it overfilled on some of those layers, so I'm going to go back through and just clean that up real quick. Much better. Oh, would she be able to use them? I don't think she would. Like, I feel like to use the stones, you have to be interacting with them a little bit more. So I don't think she could. Like, every time we've seen the stones used, it's always been, like, in a weapon or, like, in someone's hand or something. Because she doesn't really, like, control things that are in the force field. They kind of just, she usually, like, holds it suspension a little bit, right? I don't know, because Dash could move in her force field. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think she'd be able to use them for sure, but how much she'd be able to interact with them, that's a different question, I guess. Like, I wonder if someone could be in the force field maybe and use them? Many, many questions. And let me go through and clean this one up a little bit. Because it kind of overfilled where I didn't want it. Okay, and it's just the underside of her sock or her shoe. Everything else is pretty plain. So I shouldn't have to draw anything there. Really? All right, cool. Now we get to start doing all the shading and stuff. Fester, don't even think about it. I see you looking at the closet. Don't do it. Oh yeah, you think Mr. Incredible will be able to handle him? I mean, maybe. Because he's super durable. I don't know if he'd be able to handle him, like, very well, though. Because even Thanos kind of disintegrated a little bit after using him. Let me actually go back in here. Oh wow, we've been streaming for 3 hours actually. I might find like a good stopping point and end it, but we've made a lot of progress, so I want to keep pushing. But I do want to find like a good stopping point. So I might maybe just like finish her skin, and then maybe we'll work on the rest on the next stream. Absolutely, he's pretty incredible, but I did it for you. I know it was implied. You're welcome. Oh, hello, Mo! I haven't seen you in forever. How are you? Long time no talk, no literally. Let's see, I might move her lip up just a little bit. Fester, do not go in the closet. Hold on, I gotta go chase my cat out of the closet again. Stop it. You are a little menace. Why are you so obsessed with the closet, sir? And you always wait until I sit down. You never want to get in there when I'm like walking around and doing stuff. There we are. You go over there. You've been good? Good. I'm glad. I feel like I've seen your name pop up like a couple times on Instagram and stuff. but the Instagram feed lately has been so bad. I feel like I'm not getting updates from any of the people that I follow. It's been a pain in the butt. Let's see, I'm trying to like thin them out a little bit because I always tend to draw like a little bit more overdone lips, and Violet has a lot smaller lips. So I'm trying to make sure I like get those pretty good. Okay, and then I'll probably have to move that line up just a little bit. Did it double? Why did you double? Why are there two of you? Huh. Weird. I don't know why there's two of you. I must have accidentally copy-pasted and not paying attention. I've been dealing with school and my kids, so I've been super burnt out. Oh, I get that. I've gone back in school and it has been a lot to try to deal with, to like manage everything. I feel like I have more time, but also less, if that makes sense. Like I have a better schedule and everything. Oh, did it only copy that? I'm so confused. I really don't know what happened there. That was so weird. Sorry, it like really distracted me for a second because I'm trying to figure out why I have like multiple layers of something and I shouldn't have that. That was really weird. I see you though. I've seen your progress. Thank you. I feel like my art's like gotten a lot different than how I used to. It's definitely nice to see like all this different, I don't know, to look back and see how much I've progressed, because you get kind of stuck in your head and you're just like, I'm not getting any better. Everything looks like trash. And then you look at stuff you were making like a month ago and it's completely different. I don't know, it's really refreshing. There we go. I'm going to grab the soft eraser, I think, just so I can kind of start working with those edges because they're not quite what I want. I don't want Violet to look like she's like piled on a bunch of makeup and stuff. I can get away with that for like oddity, but I don't want Violet looking like that. There we are. Last time I talked to you, I was still in the Navy, and I got out 4 years ago and went to school, all for a degree. Low-key, don't study much in my art classes, and I'd be passing with high colors. Heck yeah! Don't you hit me with a drop kick, Nebula. I'm saying a positive thing. I'm not saying a negative thing. It's just like art's like a weird thing. You do get super stuck in your head about everything because then you see other people and it's not like a jealousy thing because you know you're proud of them and stuff. But you do kind of get like, you know, stuck in your head and you're just like, man, I wish I could draw like that. My stuff doesn't look nearly as good. And you just kind of get stuck in your own head. So you do have to kind of like go back and revisit and kind of like double check yourself, you know? Let's see, where did I put that mask layer? There we go, clean that up a little bit because this is touching a little bit more than I intended it to. There we go. Yeah, art classes were always weird. Like, I don't know, I never felt like I learned as much as when I was just like working on stuff myself, you know? The live classes helped. You know, when you're sitting there drawing a real person, I feel like those are really helpful. But none of the actual art lessons, I feel like, really stuck. I should have organized my layers better, but I didn't. There we go. Let's see, would you see the sock there? Would you I feel like you'd see skin, probably. Because she's got her other hand underneath. So I feel like I shouldn't color that part in. I get it. Sometimes I feel like I'm falling behind. See? It's like a thing, Nebula. It's just this weird art thing. I don't know how to explain it. Art is such a mental game, you know? You have to kind of get in your own head and like trick yourself, if that makes sense. You're like, no, I can definitely do this, even if you don't feel like the most confident in it. You have to get in your own head and kind of like work with your brain. It's a weird thing. It's a weird thing to describe to people who aren't like, not art creating. I feel like it's more an art specific thing. I don't know if authors and stuff go through it. I have to ask an author maybe. For real, I feel like I've learned more from YouTube. Yeah, it's one of those things. Like, my big way of learning is I always take apart other people's art, if that makes sense. I'll stare at someone's stuff and then just kind of like figure out how to replicate it myself. Because I really like a part of it. I'm like, man, I want to do that. Even if they have tutorials, like I have to go through that like trial and error method of figuring it out or else it doesn't stick. Like tutorials just, they don't do it for me. I literally have to sit there and like throw myself into the deep end and just keep trying and trying and failing until I get it. And then it sticks in my brain. I feel like I learn a lot more from making mistakes than I do actually having someone teach me. Yeah, you gotta send me some of your stuff, because like I see your name pop up, but I haven't like seen your stuff, you know? I know you've been like super busy, so I know that also might be part of it. Because the algorithms get super weird if you're not posting every single day and you're not doing stuff. I feel like it pushes people so far down, and then I miss a bunch of stuff. I know I saw something of yours recently because I was like, oh my god, I haven't seen Mo in forever. I think it was, like your own character that you were making. It was like some kind of character thing, I think, that I saw. I don't remember what it was. Oh, thank you for stretching. Asymmetrical butt? What are you talking about? It's just in case my streaming career fails. I mean, it's always good to have backups, right? I don't know if I'd ever pursue streaming and content creation stuff as like a full-time job. I like it, but I also kind of like the break of having like a real day-to-day job. Not that YouTube and content creation isn't a real job, but like, you know what I mean? Like you're going out in the world. I feel like it helps. Because streaming and stuff, like, it's not hard. The content creation stuff kind of is. But all the other stuff, not as much. But it does get kind of exhausting if you don't have the right headspace for it, you know? Like, that's part of the reason why I've tried to make sure that I keep myself doing, like, shorter streams. Because whenever I do super, super long ones, I feel like I get tired a lot faster. And then I get a lot more demotivated. And then, like, I don't want to stream the next day and, like, all this other stuff. When it's, like, the shorter streams, like, I keep it more, like, 2 to 3 hours, then it's great. But if I stretched it into, like, unless it's, like, something big, obviously. There's been some times where I do a long stream and it's fine. But I feel like once I start hitting, like, 4, 5, 6 hours, then I'm just exhausted. And then I just don't want to stream anymore. And I've, like, burnt myself out a little bit. Yes, you're VTuber. Yes, that's what it was. Congratulations. I'm working on mine right now, and it is a ton of work. She's coming out so pretty, but it is so much work. I'm almost done. She's got her hair is done, her face is done, her body is done. Now I'm just working on all of her outfits. For real, everyone imitates each other until they find their own art style. Yeah, and then like your art style is just like a mishmash of other stuff. And even the people that you try to take inspiration from, sometimes they don't show up in your art like at all. Like there's one artist I follow, Zombie Guts. I love her stuff and I will do studies of it all the time to try and like learn from it because it's so cool. But her style does not show up anywhere in my art if you look at it, because her stuff is super dark and horror and like it's cool and I like it. Just does not show up at all in my work. It's cool to look at though. It's pretty. Your gaming stuff is popping up more. Maybe that's why I'm not seeing it as much, because I don't at least on like my Instagram and stuff, I don't really follow like I don't know, like gaming stuff as much. I don't like it, you know, as much when I'm scrolling through, like looking at things. So I wonder if the algorithm's not pushing your stuff now. At least to me. Because I interact a lot more with art stuff, at least on that account. So maybe that's it. Oh, you're talking about Paige. She was at an angle. Of course she's going to have an asymmetrical butt. Don't make me hyperfixate on it, or else I'm going to take back your commission and I'm going to redraw it again. It was so rushed. It was for class. Ah, don't worry about it. I had to make a new logo for class, which I didn't really need. Ooh. So you have like a whole logo and stuff for all your social media? I need to get better about that. I'm so bad at branding. I'm still trying to figure all that stuff out. Let's see, and then we're gonna do a little bit more over here. I'm gonna darken some of this up a little bit more. There we go. I think that's a little bit better. Hi, Fester. Everything remixed by Kirby something. I forgot his name. Got it. Oh, the server approved. Are you talking about Paige's butt in the Discord? Are you mentioning a bunch of nonsense? Or are you just talking about when I posted her and then everyone was just like, butt. He explains copyright and how everyone imitates each other, but there's a difference between inspiration and imitations. You should draw. I want to see more doodles. Do it. Alright, let's see. I think it'll probably look better if we have the light kind of coming from that side. So if we do something like that, I think I might get more of like a warm kind of purple for that though. Where is... Not that one. I had to play around a lot with my brushes because for some reason, when I was doing the VTuber, it doesn't like this certain brush that I was using for shading. It just wasn't replicating right, which is a pain in the butt. It was making things look really funky and I didn't like it. Okay, hold on. I see the chat moving. Hold on. I'm like focused. I need to get like a little locked in emote or something for when I stop talking. That way people don't think I'm ignoring them. Hold on. I'm getting there. There we go. Same thing happened on the other server. Oh god. You might stream it, then you should. I don't know, I kind of like, I feel like when I stream my stuff, I feel like I'm a little bit more productive. Not in all cases. There has been some where I'm a lot more productive off screen. But it kind of keeps you like more accountable because you can't sit there and like start doom scrolling or you can't like get too distracted. You know what I mean? So sometimes it's really nice because I feel like especially lately I've been getting really bad about getting distracted and then I'll like open up my phone to look at something and then I'm doom scrolling before I even realize it. It's such a pain. I used to not be like that. I don't know why I started getting back into doom scrolling. I think I might need to do another like hardcore like give up of like Instagram reels and stuff. Cause I gave it up for a while and I was doing really, really good. And then I fell back into it. Fell back into that damn algorithm. And it's tricky too, because I need to like keep up with art stuff, because I want to get back into making videos and content creation and stuff like that. But then you just get distracted, because you just start scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, and then you're like, ooh, this is interesting. It's so stupid. I hate it. I hate social media sometimes. You had your own por qué moment? What was it? What was the por qué moment? Was it because you realized you picked a pose that has the butt as like a main focus? So you had to stare at Paige's butt? The butt? I warned you, man, okay? I warned you that was the pose. I had other ones that where she was like off to the side, or she was a little more like focused at the camera. You picked the butt one. It was supposed to look majestic. It did. It did look majestic. But I think we're all just a little bit of degenerates. So everyone saw butt and they're just like, butt, 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 butt. Yes, we are all degenerates, okay? You're also included in this. We are all degenerates here. Let's see. Again, we're not going to get super crazy. I think I might like finish up the skin and then we'll probably call it. Because also, I'm getting hungry, so I want to go eat food. Thinking I might spoil myself, I might go get pizza. Because I freaking love pizza. Let's see, is this the mask? Is it the mask there? What are you? And why aren't you looking right? Is it multiplying? Is it one of my multiply layers looking a little funky? Oh, I need to hydrate. Okay, hold on. What are you and why are you here? Why do you look weird? Fine, I'm just gonna start going through everything. There it is. Huh. Weird, there was just like a giant dark chunk. I don't know what that was. Weird. Okay, let me go back and fix that now. Sorry, that was gonna bug me. There we go. Calling Violet weird, shame on you. Hey, hey, hey. It was this tiny little line that, again, no one would care about, but I'm gonna notice. It was bugging me. She had, like, this giant dark chunk in her eyes, and it wasn't looking very cute. I didn't like it. Oh, thank you for the bits! Thank you, Mo! I'm so happy that little alert works. Took me forever to get all my little alerts and everything set up, and then they just weren't working for the longest time. I need to hydrate. You have a good night. I'm going to start my late night stream. If you ever want a game, hit me up or draw together. Heck yeah, dude. You have a good stream. I'm glad I streamed early today. I feel like I caught a lot more people and I got to talk to everybody today. This is very cool. Oh, Mo, before you leave, if you're following me, there's an art raffle pinned at the top of the chat. So if you want to enter and you want to get, it's just like a sketch portrait, but I wanted to celebrate hitting 50 subscribers or followers. I keep forgetting to mention it. So if you want to put your name in there real quick. It's free art. I'm doing free doodles. I just want to make sure everyone has like a free chance or like a good chance before I close it and draw a winner. Your alerts are so funny. You have a bunch of sharks for a raid. Heck yeah. I need to get more like little custom alerts. I want to do more like more stuff. Right now it's just little sound alerts, but I promised myself once I get into the habit of streaming and I have like a good schedule, like I'm consistent, then I could start like commissioning people to make stuff. Because I hate animating, so I'm not doing it. Fair warning, there's no extended floor time. Shell, I mentioned this forever. Hi, Lizzie. Sorry, Lizzie's over here turning my chair. Yeah, I mentioned I was doing a little art raffle. Like I said, nothing big. It's just like a portrait sketch. I just want to do something for 50 followers to celebrate. Bet that's a good idea. Heck yeah. Listen, I just got back home. I'm just saying, I've mentioned it for like a couple streams. I think there's been like 2 streams now where it's been up on screen. So if you haven't seen it by now, and you haven't heard me talk about it, that's your own fault. Mwahaha. Poor Nebula's just confusing everyone with floor time. They're just like, what does floor time mean? He throws me on the floor. That's what he means. It's very rude. I'll be in the middle of drawing or making a good point, and he's just like, no, go to the floor. Mwahaha. Let's see. I think that'll be fine because it's just like the first like initial pass of the shading and stuff. Not gonna go like too crazy. The next one is when we'll start putting more detail and stuff. Okay, let me blend that one out a little bit. I'm telling you, this little crunchy like blender is one of my favorite things ever now. I really like my flat brush and everything, but I feel like for skin and stuff, it's so nice because it just like perfectly diffuses everything. It's so pretty. You entered? Heck yeah! But the grandma! I think it's pretty rude, okay? I might have to file for elder abuse if you keep throwing me on the floor. I need to make that whenever I finish more of Oddity. I need to give her like a little granny redeem or something. That'd be hilarious. Give her like a little moo-moo and like gray hair, little granny glasses. Life alert hates me. Do you think you could send me an update pic to show her in the morning? Absolutely I can. Don't let me forget. I could send you one right after I finish streaming. I'm just gonna do like a little bit more shading on her skin and then we will call it for tonight. That way I can end it like at a decent time and I'm not super tired. Oh good, did both of you enter? Heck yeah. Let's see, I might erase this just a little bit. I should figure out if there's a way to do like a life alert redeem. I feel like that would be hilarious. There's got to be a way to do it, right? Like there's some kind of like chime or something that happens when a life alert's used. There's got to be something, right? Don't let me pick, Shell, okay? You have too many characters and I want to draw all of them. I mean, right now I'm really like leaning towards, was it Freya? I think Freya. I think that was the one you sent me that I really want to draw. Oh my gosh, speaking of Freya, none of you guys will care because it's just like this weird drama that's on like the goth subculture on the internet. But there's this YouTuber I followed like since I was little, right? Her name's It's Black Friday. Her real name's Freya, but her YouTube name is It's Black Friday. And this girl like came out of nowhere, different person, came out with like this random drama video about her. it was crazy, like accusing her of all this like insane stuff that like could get her kids taken away or get her deported, right? It was nuts. And she's all like, oh, I'm using a source. Like her whole source was like, trust me, bro. It was nuts. She made like, it was like a 2-hour deep dive or something filled with nothing but trust me, bro. This definitely happened. Oh, okay, Shell, you know what I'm talking about? It's nuts, man. I'm so glad that, I don't even remember what her name was, that, like, the orange-haired girl. I don't even remember what, like, her YouTube name. I don't think I'd be able to find it now. But she, like, took down her video. But the entire intro of the video, she's sitting there going, and you better not try to take this down, and blah, blah, blah. And if you get lawyers, I'm gonna fight it, and I'm gonna monetize the hell out of it. It's like, you are a terrible person. Oh my god, that was the first time I was ever exposed to her. Because it just popped up, you know, because I followed Black Friday since I was little. Just like, you are a disgusting human being. And then she kept sitting there, like, defending herself, because I was looking at all the comments and stuff. And people are like, this is wrong, this is incorrect, she already disproved this, blah, blah, blah. It was so bad. And she's like, well, I have a really trustworthy source that she never named, by the way. And there's a ton of people who don't like Black Friday, you know, like people who have been, you know, like abusive in her past and all this other crazy stuff. Her own mom, which is crazy. Like, it's like, why would you trust anybody? And everyone's coming out, like, it was so sweet seeing everyone come out and defend her. Just like, she does not need to be dealing with that, man. She's gone through so much in her life, and she's come clean about, like, all of these different mess-ups that she's done. You know, she's been very honest. Whenever she, like, messes up, or she, like, doesn't plan well enough, or something goes wrong, you know, she's very upfront about it, I feel like. She's one of those few YouTubers who's been very accountable. Like, yeah, I didn't spend my time wisely, or no, I didn't take care of this properly. Yeah, I was immature. Yeah, I said something wrong, you know? I feel like she's been very open about it. So to just have this random girl come out of nowhere and try to do, like, this crazy hit piece, it's just like, ugh, disgusting, dude. Like, I'm very glad Black Friday didn't go down to her level and didn't try to sue, but part of me kind of wishes that she tried, you know? Because it's just like, I'm sick and tired of so many people just, like, thinking they can throw out whatever accusations they feel like. It's so gross. Like, yeah, it's a free world, you know, it's a free country. You could say whatever you want, but that doesn't mean you're free from consequence, you know? You can't just, like, throw out all these crazy accusations and not expect anything to come from it. I know nothing will. At the end of the day, like, Freya is way too nice to even think about that kind of thing. But, like, I don't know, I kind of wish YouTube would take some kind of stance against that, you know? Because when you're throwing out that many bad accusations to the point where, again, someone's kids could get taken away, I feel like you need to have repercussions for that. Because that was a whole lot of nasty. Ooh, hydrate. You got it. Oh my gosh, I've been going for 3.5 hours. Stop distracting me, guys. Somehow this is your fault. Oh, hello! Cooking Mama Can't Cook, hi! Nuh-uh, it is your fault. You have all been very distracting. I'm over here trying to work and you're all being distracting. How dare you? But yeah, I just wanted to rant about that because I cannot believe, like, how crazy that was. And it totally ruined that girl's whole, like, reputation as a streamer. Like, not as a streamer, sorry, as a content creator. Because I guess she used to cover, like, actually bad people. And her entire comment section was just like, I expected better from you. You know, after seeing, like, so-and-so's documentary, I really expected that you would, like, take better care of this kind of stuff and blah, blah, blah. And not once did that girl ever apologize. She just doubled down, and then she like got rid of the video and tried to, she hasn't like commented on it since, but then she like took a you know, a mental health break. Like, of course you did. Just like, it's crazy, man. We don't need any more drama in like any of the goth subculture. It's fine. Please keep all that to yourself. I feel like that entire side of the internet, like the entire goth side, it's getting so frustrating. Like, everyone's gotten so gatekeepy and so drama focused. It's just like, what happened to liking spooky things and, you know, posting all of like our little makeup tutorials? Can we go back to that? That made things so much easier. Stop being weird, you know? Welcome in, Cooking Mama. Sorry you came in when I was like ranting about random goth drama on the internet. I was talking about more mainstream stuff earlier, I promise. Just talking about Summer Games Fest and all the stuff I'm like super excited for. Then we were talking about other video games. I do think it'd be super fun. Like, once I get all of the VTuber stuff done, I think it'd be super cool to have like a full Mass Effect stream. I want to get like mods, that way you guys can be a little more interactive. But that's one of the big ones that I really want to stream with you guys, because I feel like it'd be fun. All of the chaos we can do. Won't let me floor time. The heavens above have struck and forsaken me. Did you get timed out? I don't think I put like a limit on it. Do you like your avatar? Thank you. Sorry, you like my avatar. I could speak. Blah, 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 blah. Thank you. I didn't want to, because I've like just started streaming. I didn't want to get super into like this big crazy VTuber and stuff yet. And I really like how goofy Nanoland is. So I made myself a little Nanoland puppet. It's like loosely based on my design. I think she's cute. She's a little goober and I love her. She also has different little emotes, so I can make it like where she's just like sitting there normal. Hold on, let me see if I can do it. She'll just sit there like all normal with her little goofy arms. Or I can have it where she has like a little mute, which is cute. She's like a little sticky note. She's a little sticky note on her face. It's so cute. She's a goofy little gremlin. I'm gonna miss it when I don't use it as much. I think I might try to make like a proper VTuber model for her too, or at least like a better PNG model, I think. Cause I don't want to give her up. She's really cute and she's a little goofy goober. Let's see. I think I might blend this one out a little bit more. I might actually just erase that. It looked really good on Oddity, but Oddity is also very shiny, and Violet is not. So let me take that back off. Then I might maybe just do a little bit of spray, maybe. There we go. Maybe something like that. I feel like that looks a little bit better. She was looking a little too shiny, a little too reflective. Last I checked, Violet is not made of various plastics and metals. Zeus, is this how you face me, coward? I don't think I put a limit on it. I'll have to double check. I think I only put like the timer on it, so it just has to wait like the 20 minutes or whatever. Yeah, it shouldn't be this big crazy. You shouldn't be timed out of it. If so, then I think it might be broken. And I might have to look into that, because that's really weird. Because that's not a big redeem. It's not like one of the sound clips or something. There we go. And then let me erase some of that so it's not as dark right here. Oh, and before I forget, Cooking Mama, if you're interested, there is an art raffle that is linked at the top of the chat. It's for all of my Twitch followers. So if you want me to draw you like a free portrait, it's just a sketch. Nothing like super crazy. But if you're interested, then it's linked at the top of the chat. It just asks for like if you follow me and what your Twitch username is so I can double check. I want to make sure everyone has a fair chance before I close it. I might close it maybe on Saturday because I feel like it's been up for about a week, I think. So I feel like that's a pretty fair chance, right? Let's see, and then I'm gonna bring this in just a little bit more. A little bit more there. Let's see, because the shading is going to be on this side, so it's going to be a little bit more like in here. Right here. There we go. I'm gonna have to play a little bit more with the saturation levels because I feel like that's not quite as saturated as I wanted it to be. But I feel like the placement and stuff is kind of okay. What is life if not to drop a beanbag on the floor? Then what is free will even real? I'm sorry, I don't know why floor time got broken for you. I don't think I put a limit on it. Now I'm trying to remember. I don't think I did. I know some of them have a limit for how many times you could redeem it like in a stream, but floor time shouldn't have one. If you want, I could give you a free floor time because I don't know why it's broken. You know what? Sure, I love your coloring style and I'm very jealous. Thank you. I don't really know what I'm doing. It's a lot of just kind of smudging stuff around until it looks good. I use a lot of, I'm not right now, but because I'm just doing like general shading, but I use a lot of like oil brush and like stuff like that. And just like weird little blenders and things. That's really all it is. And then if I'm struggling with colors, I'll just pick something from either like the internet or like the clip asset store. Sorry, I was like kind of focused, so I was stuttering a little bit. Because I used to struggle a lot with colors, but once I started limiting myself to like a pre-made color palette, I found that it was much easier and my colors weren't like as muddy, you know? I felt like they were kind of going all over the place. So it helps me stay a lot more focused if I kind of limit some stuff and then I play around with it. Okay, let me pull this out. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to make this more saturated because it's making her skin look a little bit grayer than what I want. I want her skin to look a lot more pinkish. Okay. It's about sending a message. It's not the same. I'm sorry. Let me stretch. I'm sorry. I don't know why it's not working. Oh, thank you, Shell. I don't know about like one of the best artists. I think I'm pretty decent. I don't know about one of the best ones. There's definitely a lot of other artists that I really want to get commissions and stuff from. But I promised myself I'm gonna wait. I'm not gonna get any commissions or any like stream stuff until I get more of a schedule done. I've been doing good. I think I've been streaming pretty consistently for like a month now. So we'll see. I think the limit I set myself was like 3 months. Once I hit like 3 months of consistent streaming, then I'll start getting commissions and stuff done. Because there's so many that I have saved, like different animated things and cool like overlays. Some of it's just like really cool art. There's one who like works in a lot more gray tones, and you would think that wouldn't look as cool, but oh, it's so pretty. All their stuff is like so detailed, but it's like it's loose. It's like this really pretty loose rendering style, and I'm so jealous. Woman, you are. I don't know what you're talking about. Don't listen to them, they're liars. I'm actually not drawing anything. I have my cat doing everything. Fester's sitting here with the pen, and he's doing all the work. Usually I say it's Gizmo, but Gizmo's not here right now. He's in the other room. Because he can't be trusted on stream. He wants to be very talkative. It's been really chill today, though. I got him a new piñata. And it's this little like basket weave thing that has a bunch of tissue paper in it. He goes feral for that thing. It's so cute. I'll put like little seed balls and like almonds and stuff in there. He is busy for hours with that thing. Drop kick coming next time there's a convention. You entered, when does it end? I think I might close it on Saturday because it's been up for about a week. So I feel like that's a pretty good opportunity for everyone to get like their names in and stuff. Plus I posted it on Twitter too, just in case there's anyone who missed out on a stream. Because I know I usually stream like 6 to 8, but I've been streaming earlier this week. So I know not all of my usual people have come in. So I think I might close it on Saturday. I feel like that's like the best, like the fairest opportunity for everybody. There we go. Alright, and then just her little highlights, I think. There's a little bit more like rendering and stuff that I want to do, but I'm not going to get like super crazy yet. Ooh, I need to fix those lines. Those are a little bit messier than what I want. There we go. Let me clean those up before I forget. Vector. There we are. There we go. Because I would forget, and then I would notice it later, and that'd be super annoying. Okay, let me play around with this a little bit more. I might bump up that saturation and maybe make it a little bit lighter. Maybe. Alright, hold on. It's gonna look a little funky here for a second because it's gonna be like some crazy bright neon colors. She's capping. Do you think Violet can ever get sunburnt or tanned? I don't know, because they never explained what her shields are made of, so I don't really know. Because it looks like light can still penetrate them. Interesting question. I wonder if there's like a wiki that explains everything. See, that's why I'm saying like I really want a story to be like either focused on Violet and Dash when they get older, or just showing the parents when they were younger. Like I feel like that's the only way they could really go right now. Because I like Mr. and Mrs. Incredible, but I want something different. There we go. I think maybe instead of overlay, I might... No, not glow. Glow might be a little bit too much. Well, maybe if I... Yeah, maybe if we turn it down a little bit. So I'm not sure the exact lighting that I want for this yet. I just want something like warm and comfy. Not that one. That's the wrong brush. Hold on. There we go. Based on the next generation of heroes, I feel like it'd be interesting if they focus on the next one. You know, like Mr. and Mrs. Incredible have had like both equal opportunities, I feel like, to, you know, focus on them. I want to focus on something else. Because it's this big, expansive world where all these different superheroes have been, you know, existing. I want to see what else is going on in the world, you know? Okay, let me start doing some of that highlighting. I'll probably work a little bit more next time on more of the skin and stuff. Because I want to push it like a little bit more, but I also don't want to get like too crazy with it. And we made a lot of progress considering this was just like a rough sketch when we started. See, and if they go into the next generation of heroes, I think you're gonna have to be really careful. Because I don't think people will like if they do like a grown-up Jack, you know what I mean? I think they could probably get away with doing like an older Violet and Dash. I don't know if they can get away with a grown-up Jack. I feel like that might be weird. Mr. Incredible stepping aside for his kids type of deal? Maybe? I feel like he already kind of did that though in the first movie. Like, I feel like this might be them just like getting established as like adults, you know, as proper adult superheroes. Like maybe they're getting like properly registered and stuff because they haven't been like proper heroes, you know? They've just been thrown into everything. Okay, I might end it here because I feel like that's a pretty good spot. I heard you mention the Summer Games Fest. Which games were you excited about? Definitely, oh my gosh, 1666. That one looks really cool. There was also, it wasn't in Summer Games Fest, it was in State of Play. I'm really excited for the Tomb Raider game coming out because I love Lara Croft so much. There was a couple other ones. Oh, Sea of Remnants. That was another one that I was really excited for because the design looks so cool, like the art direction for that game. Plus pirates, because I love pirates. I'm not happy with how they ended it. Posture check, you got it. Like, there was like 3 different, if you haven't seen it yet, the ending's not great. I'm gonna spoil it right here, so ignore me for like a minute. But they talked about Final Fantasy VII again. They ended another Summer Games Fest with freaking Final Fantasy. I'm so over it, man. They just won't stop talking about it. Like, we got it, okay? How many times are you gonna remake Final Fantasy? It gets a little ridiculous. Okay, I'm like saving off screen, so don't worry. I did save it, and I'll send it to you. Let me go see if we have someone to raid here real quick. Oh man, we almost went for 4 hours. See, we went pretty far today. I was supposed to only stream for 2. You guys are distracting. This is all your fault. Alright, let's see if anyone I know is streaming. Let's see. trying to send you guys to one of the art people, but none of my art friends are streaming. She's still awake. She said good night. Good night. You have to give me like a little nickname that I could call Daughter Nebula. Gotta be something cute. Baby Nebula or like Starshine or something. Alright, let's see. Same category maybe? And this one looks kind of cool. Might send you over here. Let me take a look at it. Oh, their art's cute. They're working on little emotes and stuff. Yeah, I think I'll send you guys over here. Alright, everyone. You have a good night. I hope you guys all have a good weekend. I will see you on Saturday. I don't know if I'm going to stream early again or if I'm going to do my usual 6 to 8, but we will see. But I will definitely stream on Saturday. It's probably going to be a gaming stream, so I can give myself a little bit of a break because the last 2 were art streams, so just to be a little different. I think we're probably going to be doing Alice again. I don't know. I might try Destiny, but I'm probably going to go with Alice because I want to finish it. So we're going to be doing that, I think. Alright, I'm going to send you guys over here. You guys all have a good night.